ThermoSpa's hot tub. They require no attachment to your home's plumbing. Simply fill it with a garden hose and plug it in. ThermoSpa's unique thermofiltration system is completely built in and filters the water an incredible 144 times a day, so your water stays crystal clear with very little maintenance. Call to receive a free DVD and 48-page brochure and find out how you can own a ThermoSpa's for only a few dollars a day. And right now, we're offering 0% financing. There will never be a better time to own a ThermoSpa's hot tub. This offer includes free delivery, free chemicals, and a $400 cash coupon. That's $1,000 in savings. So call now and ask about 0% financing.
ThermoSpas, 800-767-1646.
Pay it forward. Make a nomination at WQAD.com. Presto. Boo at the Zoo returns for a whole weekend of Halloween fun. Saturday the 24th and Sunday the 25th. Dress up the kids and come on out for a merry, not scary trick-or-treat around the zoo. Check out the animals and get goodies along the way. Boo at the Zoo, October 24th and 25th at Niabi Zoo. Sponsored by Eye Surgeons Associates, Sexton Ford, Rural and Rule, Zeglin's TV and Appliance, and WQAD News 8. Watch WQAD MyTV 8-3 in HD over the air or on Mediacom Cable Channel 716.
Well, today it's game 162, but the Cubs will play at least 163 this year and hopefully well beyond that. Roof is closed here in Milwaukee. The Cubs go for the sweep as they wrap up the regular season and still a chance to host the wild card game. The Cubs need a win today, and they need the Pirates to lose to the Reds, and the Cubs will host the wild card game on Wednesday. Great to have you with us. Final telecast of the year, Jim Deshaies and Len Casper. Man, it has been a magical season.
Boy, indeed it has. Expectations in spring training were high for a turnaround, but I don't think anybody anticipated a team that would near 100 wins. 96 wins after a 73-win season last year. This club has been good on the road. They've been great at home. They pitched 21 shutouts. 13 times they've walked off. They've been really good in one-run games. Any way you break it down, this has been a marvelous year for the Cubs. First playoff appearance since 2008 will happen on Wednesday. Will it be Pittsburgh? Will it be Chicago? We don't know. We're about to find out.
And with a season like this, usually comes a lot of individual awards. Joe Maddon has won the Manager of the Year twice. We think Chris Bryant's a shoe-in for Rookie of the Year, and Jake Arrieta could win the Cy Young.
Yeah, I like Arrieta's chances for the Cy Young. I think Anthony Rizzo will be a top 5 in the MVP. I think Jake Arrieta might be a top 5 in the MVP. And one other nugget I'd like to throw in there too. I don't think you can give a comeback player of the year award for a guy for his work during one season, but the turnaround of Starlin Castro here the last month or so has been absolutely remarkable.
When we come back, we're going to focus on the pitching. It has been outstanding. The starters going through one of the best stretches we've ever seen, and it's not just Jake Arrieta. Dan Herron will take the ball today. Cubs and Brewers coming up. More on the pitching next.
Experience the good life at Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois. Goods Furniture has a wide selection of furniture for every room in your home at prices to fit every budget. Take a break from the day and enjoy a delicious lunch in our wine cellar restaurant. And enjoy a variety of soups, sandwiches, desserts, all made fresh daily. Enjoy a relaxing night in one of our suites, followed by a delicious breakfast. Experience the good life today. Goods Furniture, just a short drive away in Kewanee, Illinois.
In the Old West, things were settled the old-fashioned way. A duel, just one-on-one. At Montana Jack's, we believe it should be that way again. Just you and our soon-to-be famous USDA prime meat steaks. Grilled to perfection, served along with our salad bar and potato, just the way you like it. It's time for a showdown. Montana Jack's, 5400 27th Street, Moline.
When your car gets wrecked, call Auto Body Direct.
I recommend Hanford Insurance in Geneseo, selling nationwide. I see firsthand the inferior parts some insurance companies want to put on your car when it gets wrecked. We make sure you get all new factory parts on your car with the OEM endorsement. If you want your car fixed with the parts that were made for it, call Hanford Insurance. And
when your car gets wrecked, call Auto Body Direct.
Nothing ruins your day like a clogged drain or sewer. Well, fix it with a phone call.
Peterson Plumbing, how may I help you?
Peterson's courteous text will make that bad day go away. Peterson will clean any home's drain for just $99.99. That's up to 1.5 hour service on any drain, $99.99. And only Peterson offers a 6-month written warranty. Clogged drains? Fix it with a phone call to Peterson.
From our family to yours, Peterson Plumbing and Heating.
Chicago Cubs baseball is brought to you by Budweiser. Make a plan to make it home. Honda. Start something special with a great deal on a Honda now at your Honda dealer. Napa, home of Napa know-how. Ford, America's best-selling brand, inviting you to go further in our fuel-efficient vehicles. Check out our entire lineup at your Ford store or at localfordstores.com. Subway, make a smart play for savory subs this season. Score more flavor at Subway restaurants. Subway, eat fresh. And by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. And our final pregame on-camera segment, so don't mess it up, JD. Don't make me laugh. Cubs have won 7 in a row, and there's a reason for that. Starting pitching.
Yes, the starting pitching has been outstanding here lately for the Cubs. It was really good early in the year. It's been mostly good all year long, but outstanding here in this final stretch. Last 7 games, the Cubs have won them all. They pitched 3 shutouts in this stretch, an 0.20 ERA. 1 run allowed, 1 earned run in 45 1/3. Boy, you can't do much better than that. Everybody getting it done, including today's starter. Dan Herron was outstanding last time out against the Reds. He went 7 1/3, his longest outing of the year. He allowed just 3 hits and no runs. He's making his 380th major league start. Jorge Lopez is making his 2nd. He was a winner in his big league debut Tuesday at San Diego.
And with possible home field advantage on the line, Joe's going to manage this game like the Cubs need to win it, so everybody available in the bullpen. It's been a team of celebrations. They hope they have several more ahead over the next month or so. We'll have the final regular season contest from Milwaukee next.
What's going on at Streeter? There's a whole lot of style, technology, and excitement waiting for you at Streeter Lincoln. Great cars from one of the Quad City's most trusted dealers. If you want a luxury car, test drive the new Lincolns at Streeter Lincoln Quad Cities, 520 West Kimberly Road, Davenport.
Are you one of over 26 million Americans with a tax problem? Are you being audited, or do you have years of unfiled tax returns? Well, listen closely, because the IRS has recently announced major changes to its tax forgiveness program. That's right. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes and are looking for a permanent solution and a firm you can trust, I have great news for you. I'm Tara Gray for Coast One Financial Group, and I want to tell you about the IRS Fresh Start Initiative, the most powerful tax forgiveness program ever offered. Coast One's in-house attorneys and enrolled agents know exactly how to apply it to your specific situation to ensure you the best and most efficient result, even if you've been rejected or turned down in the past. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes and are looking for a fresh start, call Coast One Financial Group right now for your free confidential consultation. What are you waiting for?
Call 800-499-4726. That's 800-499-4726.
Chicago Cubs baseball in high definition on WGN TV is brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Kind of crummy outside, as you saw in our open, so we are under the roof today. That is just fine with us. Here's the Cubs batting order. It's brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. A little bit of a reverse split action going on, and JD can explain more of that in a moment when we talk about the starting pitcher. But that's why Austin Jackson's in, playing center today. Chris Coghlan is in right. Chris Bryant, Anthony Rizzo, both with 99 RBIs. Castro at second. Chris DeNorfie is in left. So 3 Chris's today. Yeah, Miguel Montero, Addison Russell, and Dan Herron rounded out.
Brewers afield. Hey, there's another Chris. A different one with a K. Chris Davis, he's in left. Domingo Santana has had some issues in the outfield. He's in center. Shane Peterson plays right. Perez, Segura, Jeanette Lind, third to first. Martin Maldonado will do the catching. And Jorge Lopez will pitch for the Brewers here this afternoon. These are his numbers at AA Biloxi, where he was the Southern League Pitcher of the Year. He's also the Brewers Minor League Pitcher of the Year. 12-5 down there with a 2.26 ERA in 24 starts. Held opposing batters to a 2.05 batting average. He goes fastball, changeup, curveball. Good changeup. That makes him good against lefties, and that's what Len was referring to, that reverse split. Good changeup and a running fastball away from lefties. So Joe likes a right-handed lineup against this young right-hander. We'll see how it plays out.
Angel Hernandez, the veteran umpire, will work the plate. Chris Conroy is at first. Ted Barrett, the crew chief, at second. Adam Hammery is over at third. If nothing were riding on this game, Joe would have gone with kind of the last day of spring training thing. Everybody gets 2 at-bats. We see a lot of moving parts, but he's playing it, quote, straight up, because if the Cubs win and the Pirates lose, the Cubs host the wild card game on Wednesday.
Yeah, and Joe has said on a number of occasions it doesn't mean a whole lot to him. He thinks his club is ready to go regardless of where the game is, but he thinks obviously there's a lot of value there for Cub fans to play that game at Wrigley Field.
95 and a strike from Lopez to Austin Jackson. Again, Lopez making just his second major league start.
He's from Puerto Rico, second-round pick of the Brewers in 2011. Kind of took a big jump forward with his performance in the Southern League this year, and a lot of it was due to a jump in velocity.
And Jackson got hit on an 0-2.
Lopez had, throughout his minor league career, and he hasn't been pitching all that long. Kind of an 89 to 92 guy, but as you see now he's going 94, 95. Good life on that heater, but it looked like it just brushed the wrist of the hand of Jackson.
Lopez tall, 6'3", kind of has some loose actions, a lot of moving parts. He was a great volleyball player growing up in Puerto Rico. Here's Chris Coghlan. And he takes ball 1. Chris had 3 hits last night, including a double and a triple. You may wonder, well, wait a minute. You just talked about reverse splits, but Coghlan's in there. They believe he can handle the kind of stuff Lopez features.
Yeah, Coghlan goes the other way quite well, so he stays back on the changeup and he hits the running fastball the other way. That's kind of his thing. And you see the Brewers are deployed with that in mind. Left fielder Davis is cheating toward the line on Coghlan.
There's the 1-0 swing and a miss. So aside from the makeup doubleheader in Atlanta, the Cardinals and the Braves, they're already underway and late in game 1. Everything else essentially starting at the same time. Try to create a little more drama here on the final day of the season and maybe keep a manager from pulling his pitcher early or what have you. And by the way, Shelby Miller shutting out the Cardinals today through 8 innings. They lead 6-0. So he may finish the season with a win. Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, that would be good for Shelby Miller.
Kyle Hendricks did the pitching equivalent of going 5 for 7 over his final 2 games to go from 297 to 301. His ERA went from 4.23 down to 3.95 over his last 2 starts. And any pitcher would tell you that is huge.
Yeah, anytime you can dip below that next round number. Well, his last 3 starts, he's really thrown the ball well. A bunch of strikeouts. Not walking people.
By the way, Miller trying to end a stretch of 24 consecutive winless starts. Jackson on the move. That ball got away from Maldonado. Austin will get a steal out of it. And it's 3-2 on Coghlan. Steal number 17 on the year for Jackson.
Well, Cubs facing a rookie pitcher yet again. That's been pretty much the norm here lately, passing through Cincinnati and now Milwaukee, and seeing a lot of those 2 clubs in recent days. We've seen a lot of rookie pitchers in this series. All 3 starters the Cubs had never seen before. So a little bit of an advantage to the pitcher, but you hope to exploit that inexperience. Put pressure on early. Don't let him settle in.
Runner at second, nobody out. And the 3-2. He walked him. So Chris Bryant appeared to be a little anxious last night. He had a couple of golden opportunities to blow past 100 RBIs. He went 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts. He'll bat with 2 on and nobody out.
Keyhole in there, taking the walk. And Chris was the offensive star in the ball game last night. He had 3 hits, including a double and a triple. Yeah, Chris Coghlan. Now I refer to Chris Bryant. Just too anxious last night, chasing pitches out of the zone.
Ball 1. So both he and Anthony Rizzo with 99 RBIs going into this final regular season game. He will win the Major League Rookie RBI crown by a wide margin, 23 ahead of the field going into today. And 1 home run ahead of Jock Peterson for the home run title. 2-0.
It was a bold fastball there. 94 challenged him, and Bryant just a little bit behind it.
Kick, the 2-1. Another foul, 2-2. This is where Chris has been susceptible to the changeup, and you mentioned Lopez has a good one.
Yeah, and I don't know how, if he throws it a lot to right-handed hitters, and that's probably part of the reason why Joe went with his right-handed heavy lineup. That's the changeup down and away for a right-handed pitcher to a right-handed hitter is a tough pitch to master.
Fastball.
So a lot of times the pitcher with this, his particular repertoire, fastball, changeup, curveball, he'll take that changeup away from him a little bit, and he'll have to rely on throwing more curveball. So far, he's been very fastball dependent, and I think that's Maldonado, the veteran catcher, just trying to get that pitch established, and maybe just not trusting the curveball. A changeup. It has good action. You can see just with the movement of that pitch where it'd be troublesome for a left-handed hitter who's sitting on a fastball. It's not that it can't be effective with a right-handed hitter, but anytime you have that pitch moving in, you run the risk of a hitter just dropping the head of the bat on it and hitting it a long way.
Full count, 2 on, nobody out. Here it is. We'll do it again. Game in Pittsburgh. Bottom of the first, 0-0. Josh Smith for the Reds. Jay Happ, the left-hander, pitching for the Pirates. The modern day Cubs have never finished a year with an 8-game winning streak. They're trying to accomplish that today. Another 3-2, another foul. The Chicago White Stockings, that's what this franchise was called in 1884. They won their final 9.
Oh, that club, man. Once they got on a roll, you had no chance.
I think they were a wild card team that year. Ball 4, and that loads the bases.
Well, that's what Chris did not do last night. They stayed out of the zone against him, and he was too anxious and chased. This is actually a pitch you'd be tempted to go after. This is not a bad pitch in this situation, trying to dot that outside corner at the bottom of the knees. Bryant able to take the walk, and now Rizzo with the golden opportunity to get to 100.
And again, a lot of Cubs fans in the ballpark. Anthony Rizzo, some missed RBI chances last night as well. Looking for the 43rd 3,100 season in club history, and he bounces foul. If you add up his homers, RBIs, walks, stolen bases, runs, pretty impressive. 6th left-handed hitter ever to get to his numbers this year. 31 homers, 99 RBIs, 74 walks, 17 steals, 94 runs. Ruth did it twice, Bonds twice, Griffey, Walker, Abreu.
By Walker, I assume you mean Larry and not Dixie?
Larry Walker.
Larry Walker. Yep. Or Harry the Hat. Larry the Hat Walker. Rizzo, 6th in the league in home runs. He's top 10 in RBI. 5th in on base. On and on and on we go.
Here it is. He bounced it. 1-2. Lopez already talking to himself. He's in some trouble here. Bases loaded. Nobody out to start the game. Bounced and into right. There it is. Rizzo's going to knock in 2. Bryant on his way to 3rd. Anthony Rizzo with 101 RBIs. And it's 2-0.
Well, that early 2 spot will go up on the out-of-town board in Pittsburgh, and all the Pirate fans will go, uh-oh. And on top of that high fastball, and just pinged it through that hole on the right side.
So it's been a good weekend for him in the RBI department. He has knocked in 5 in the series. Rick Kranitz, pitching coach, with a very early visit. Starlin Castro with runners at the corners. Ball 1. I like what you said in the open. You know, you can't really give the comeback player of the year award to a guy who struggled for 4 months of the season and then had a great final couple of months. But
yeah,
if you did, it would be him.
Yeah, comeback a player goes to, you know, from one year to the next, but his turnaround has been really fun to watch.
Ground ball picked up by Segura, and they will turn it. A run scores. That's Bryant, and it's 3-0. But Castro was hoping for a lot more than that. And you see the Pirates on a Neil Walker RBI have a 1-0 lead. So both teams scoring in the first inning. Cubs and the Pirates in their respective games. Base is empty now for Chris Denorfia.
Joe's done a real nice job this last week, making sure everybody gets some ABs, trying to keep as many guys fresh, and as well as giving some guys some time off to rest a little bit heading into that wild card game.
Fouled off by Denorfia. Exciting day around baseball. The Angels with that big comeback win yesterday in Texas, and they put up 2 in the first inning off Cole Hamels today. Garrett Richards pitching for the Angels. So Houston has clinched at least a tie for the second wild card. They could be the American League West champs. It could be the first wild card, the second wild card. They could get knocked out after game 163. All kinds of situations still presenting themselves to the Astros. We'll flesh that out a little later. 3-0 Cubs in the first.
Goods, America's Furniture Showplace, just a short drive away in Kewanee, Illinois. Goods Furniture has a wide selection of furniture for every room in your home at prices to fit every budget. Enjoy a relaxing night in one of our suites, followed by a delicious breakfast. Stroll through the shops at Market Square. Find unique gifts, clothing, wine, and so much more. Take the short drive today to see the Goods difference. Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
Are you one of the many Americans who undergo CPAP or BiPAP therapy? How often are you replacing your masks and hoses? Replacing your CPAP or BiPAP supplies every 3 to 6 months is critical to an effective therapy. Bacteria will build up, making you sick, and worn-out straps cause leaks and are just plain uncomfortable. Let Allied Medical Supply Network help. Call Allied Medical to speak to an expert agent that will determine which supplies you need and will set up a schedule for your fresh brand name supplies to be delivered right to your door right when you need them. Shipping's absolutely free, and you may qualify to receive supplies at little or no cost to you. That's right, there's no driving around town or remembering when to order. Call Allied Medical Supply Network today and rest easy.
Call 800-591-8232. That's 800-591-8232.
Now the Brewers lineup written out by first-year manager Craig Counsell. They come in at 68 and 93. Jeanette, Peterson, Lind, lefties at the top. Davis, Santana, Perez, Segura, Maldonado, all right-handed hitters, with the pitcher Jorge Lopez batting ninth.
Cubs defensively, Dan Herron on the mound. He's a fly ball pitcher. So it could be a busy day for Denorfia, Jackson, and Coughlin. They are in left, center, and right, respectively. Bryant, Russell, Castro, Rizzo on the infield. And Miguel Montero, who is a teammate of Dan Herron's out in Arizona, is behind the plate. Herron, for the year, 10-9 with a 3.67 ERA, 3-2 with a 4.30 in 10 starts with the Cubs.
Here is Scooter Gennett. 7 for his last 10, leading off the first inning. All right, so there's a lot going on around baseball here on this final day. Not only the playoff races, you've got Bryce Harper, D. Gordon in a dead heat for the NL batting title. Softly hit on the ground. Castro makes the play. 1 out. Again, Houston is at Arizona. Astros win. They eliminate the Angels. Astros lose. Angels win. It's interesting out west and in the wild card. The Yankees still haven't clinched home field for the wild card game. They got swept in a doubleheader yesterday.
The only thing we know is Mets-Dodgers, right?
Yeah, the Dodgers get home field against the Mets.
Yeah. So
yep.
That's the only thing we know in terms of who's playing who and where.
It's the wild card as it stands right now. The Astros would host the Yankees. If they tie, they have the tiebreaker edge.
Wild and it's wacky. So many things, including a 163, a game 163 in play. Well, the Rangers blowing that big lead yesterday, forcing them to use Cole Hamels today. That could really hurt, even if they end up winning that division.
Mark Burley is starting on 1 day of rest for the Blue Jays. He reportedly is going to retire and not expected to be on the Blue Jays postseason roster. He needs a couple of innings to get to 200 for the 15th consecutive season. As the Blue Jays are at Tampa Bay. Kansas City has a 1-game lead over the Jays for home field throughout the postseason. The Jays own the tiebreaker. It sounds like Burley will go 2 innings and then he's out. In the dirt in front of home plate on Peterson. Cubs got 3 in the top of this first inning. You don't really worry about Mark Burley on short rest. Probably not going to blow out his arm throwing 83, right?
Yeah, well, if he's shutting it down, he's going to give everything. Look out in there. My goodness. Anybody over there getting hurt on the last day of school? Interesting, though, that they're deferring to Burley here, allowing him to make this start to get to this personal achievement when that game does have meaning for the Jays.
Call, strike 3. It absolutely does.
Yeah, the fan base could be a little upset if he goes out there and gives up a 4 spot and they don't win.
Most popular way to follow the Cubs push to the postseason is with MLB.com at bat, the #1 app for live baseball. Enjoy live look-ins, highlights, replay reviews, scores, StatCast, live radio broadcasts, and more. Get MLB.com at bat now. Feels like it's a big retiring class of pitchers this year. Could be wrong, but you got
Hudson,
Tim Hudson, Jeremy Affeldt, Mark Burley, A.J. Burnett, possibly Dan Herron. Lind pulls it foul, out of play.
Dan turned 35 a couple of weeks ago. He's won 152 games in his big league career.
Called strike 3. Herron goes 1, 2, 3. That shutdown frame right off the bat.
Unleash your refreshing citrus kick. Do the do.
River Valley Turf is the place to shop for John Deere tractors, lawn equipment, and gators. From 115 horsepower John Deere tractors down to residential lawn equipment, they've got you covered. At River Valley Turf, you'll find more equipment at unbeatable prices, and our knowledgeable staff will help you find the right model for you. And we even let you ride and drive your next mower before you buy. River Valley Turf offers at-home maintenance for all of your power equipment for all seasons. We're a full-service dealership, offering pickup and delivery as well as home services. River Valley Turf in Davenport and Silvis.
When your car gets wrecked, call Auto Body Direct.
I recommend Hanford Insurance in Geneseo, selling nationwide. I see firsthand the inferior parts some insurance companies want to put on your car when it gets wrecked. We make sure you get all new factory parts on your car with the OEM endorsement. If you want your car fixed with the parts that were made for it, call Hanford Insurance. And
when your car gets wrecked, call Auto Body Direct.
Live presents 3 classic fairy tales presented by Yo Kids Yogurt. See your favorite princesses in a stunning stage show.
Log on to WQAD.com for details on how to enter for a chance to win tickets. Playing for one day only October 16th at iWireless Center.
See which candidate thinks like you. Take the candidate quiz at WQAD.com.
Unleash your refreshing citrus kick. Do the do.
We have played an inning. The Cubs lead 3-0. Cub fans, if you want to manage the game along with Joe Madden, log on to WGNTV.com right now. Click on the WGN Sports Game Zone banner to connect to all the up-to-the-minute stats and information while you watch from home. Game Zone is sponsored by The Great Escape. Pools, patio furniture, hot tubs, and more. Everything you need to have more fun at home this summer.
Cubs Executive Chairman Tom Ricketts just transferred his Wrigley Field seats to Miller Park, basically in the same spot right next to that third base dugout. He's hoping for a nice deep October run.
The baseball world, those who follow it, those who write about it, viewed the Cubs as sleeping giants for the last couple of years, and now the Giants starting to wake up here, making a lot of noise.
Back by Montero. 1 ball, 1 strike. Clayton Kershaw, I guess 50 to 60 pitches for the Dodgers today. He's 2 strikeouts away from 300. D. Gordon has homered and doubled. He's 2 for 2 for the Marlins. Fouled back. The Cubs go in today 2 walks behind the Blue Jays for the major league lead. They have not led the majors in walks as a team since 1929, and they took 2 in the first inning. So that would be a nice thing to have happen. Soft liner will drop in center for base hit.
Funny how certain things just are ingrained in our minds. You're talking about the batting race, and it's one of those things we look at every year towards the end of the year. Who's going to be the leader in the league in batting average, and Harper and Gordon tied at .331 coming into play here this afternoon. But we don't talk about who's going to lead the league in on-base percentage. I mean, we talk all year long about how batting average is overrated, but yeah, it's hard to shake that. The batting champion.
The answer is Votto, right? Or is it Harper?
Harper is 3 points better than Votto.
So it's a good race.
Harper and Arenado tied with 42 home runs to lead the NL.
That's a strike. 0-2. There's your batting race, and again, it's 2 guys, and D. Gordon to a really good start today. Harper's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss.
Good
Russell. Is that strike 3?
I think Addison was trying to make the case that he got a piece of it. Angel Hernandez did not concur, and he sent him back to his room.
Addison Russell will be a 21-year-old starting playoff shortstop. Aaron bounces foul.
Tried to ambush him, showed bunt. Slug bunt didn't work out. Aaron, a good hitter throughout his career this year, 128.
One more D. Gordon note. Clark Spencer covers the Marlins for the Miami Herald. Just tweeted out this great note. If D. Gordon wins the batting title and the stolen base title, he'll be the first National League player to do that since Jackie Robinson in 1949. Segura will just step on the bag, and that's a 6-3 double play, and that's the inning. Cubs 3, Brewers nothing early.
There's something new happening in your community.
What's this?
A way to receive exclusive offers using your smartphone.
Oh, I've seen some of these businesses with my smartphone.
That's right. Scan and interact with the lid of your curbside cart using your smartphone. You'll love the exclusive deals from local businesses. Find great offers and discounts and information on how you can support our community.
Start scanning now.
You'll love living with your Lincoln MKC from Streeter. The perfect luxury car. Great for the grocery store with its hands-free tailgate, taking Fido to the vet. So much room. Safety too, with blind spot alerts and automatic braking. Your Lincoln MKC even has a push-button transmission. Nothing says luxury like a Lincoln MKC from Streeter. Test drive it today at Streeter Lincoln of the Quad Cities, 520 West Kimberly Road, Davenport.
In the Old West, things were settled the old-fashioned way. A duel, just one-on-one. At Montana Jack's, we believe it should be that way again. Just you and our soon-to-be famous USDA prime meat steaks. Grilled to perfection, served along with our salad bar and potato, just the way you like it. It's time for a showdown. Montana Jack's, 5400 27th Street, Moline.
Honest, hardworking, neighbors who take a stand and protect the great way of life we all share. These are shining examples of what's right in the Quad Cities. People taking control, improving their schools, their neighborhoods. Hard work, determination. It's what we stand for at WQAD News 8.
Bottom of the second, Cubs lead 3-0. Get into the holiday spirit a little early and support Cubs charities by being part of our holiday tradition. Purchase your limited edition Chicago Cubs home and away Christopher Radko glass ornament pictured there, and they are snazzy. You have to get on board with that. Ornaments cost $60. All proceeds will benefit Cubs charities. Visit Cubs.com/ornament for more information.
Hey, that's Dax Nielsen, a fine drummer from Cheap Trick. And I know who he's rooting for today, as you can tell by the hat and the shirt.
He looks a little bit like Timothy Busfield.
Well, that's a good call. It's a good call. Nothing Cubs. Brewers batting here in the second, and his phone's blowing up. You're on TV, Dax. Swing and a miss by Davis.
Brewers fans this weekend must feel like the company that has come and just won't leave. You just show up at your house and they're kind of hanging out, eating all your food, drinking your beer.
Herons 1-1. Davis could not hold. 1-2.
And when you sit around the kitchen table to play games, they win all the games. Man, I wish these people would leave.
Well, he's got a Chicago hat on. It's like a Seahawks fan with the coat. But yeah, you can usually tell if you just plop somebody into Miller Park, Cubs and Brewers in September of any particular season, you know how good the Cubs have been, because if you see all the Cubs shirts and hats in this ballpark, you go, Cubs have had a really good year. And if you don't, you go, it's probably been a tough one. Having said that, you know, the Brewers have continued to draw really well.
Yeah, that's why I think, you know, after they collapsed late last year and got off to a slow start this year. So I think that it's going to be interesting to see how they draw next year as they've kind of gone into this reset mode.
So they're over 2.5 million again, as Jackson's got a beat on it. 1 out. For their 9th consecutive year, they've gone over 2.5 million in attendance. Cubs fans, make sure you check out Len and JD's baseball blog at WGNTV.com. Sponsored by Jeff Vukovich. Thanks to Jeff for all of his support this year. And he's your nationwide insurance agent, serving the area for 37, soon to be 38 years. To join the nation, contact Jeff at jefffook.com. Nationwide is on your side. Domingo Santana looks at ball one. They had a note, top of the Brewers game notes today. Pitchers and catchers report on February 19th, 2016.
And opening day here, exactly 6 months to the day from now.
Aaron with a 1-1. And it's outside.
When you're on a team that's not going to the postseason, there's always a sense of melancholy on the final day of the year that it's come to an end. Obviously, if you've got more baseball to play, you have a little different point of view. I was talking to the elevator operator when we were in Cincinnati the other day, and they're going to finish in last place for the first time in 32 years. And he said, well, the next time we get together, it'll be a packed house and we'll be tied for first.
Well put.
Great outlook.
Yep. That's a changeup in the dirt. Great work, as always, by Mike Borzello. Works with the Cubs catchers, also kind of the strategy coordinator. And I was talking to him today. He said Dan Herron, in particular, is really good at using those scouting reports and pitching to them. One thing to understand them, it's another thing to actually execute the game plan. And I think earlier in Dan's career, he relied much more on stuff, but as time has gone on and the velocity has diminished, he's had to
it becomes more
the
important
advice from those reports.
I mean, I think he's always been a smart pitcher. He's always had great control. Throughout his career, he's been able to keep the walks way down. But yeah, you're right. Well, if you're a guy who used to throw 92 and now you're throwing 86, you really have to spot it. He throws a lot of cutters now. But since joining the Cubs, his curveball usage and his split finger usage has been up. And I think the splitter in particular has been a good pitch for him against left-handed hitters.
Perez pops it up, shallow right center. Who wants it? Coghlan. Well, a lot of great moments this year. Some people think this might have been the turning point. July 27th, Chris Bryant game-ending homer against the Rockies. It came just after they were swept by the Phillies. What a moment. 3-0 Cubs after 2.
Smart buying decisions are made at Majeski Motors. At Majeski Motors, we've got over 180 vehicles in stock and over 20 brands to choose from. Get pre-approved with an online credit app at MajeskiMotors.com. Search over 180 vehicles online with over 20 brands to choose from. And at Majeski Motors, your satisfaction is our #1 goal. We invite you to stop in today. Majeski Motors in Sterling, Illinois, and MajeskiMotors.com. Your smart choice for pre-owned vehicles.
At Midwest Complete Construction, we build relationships one home at a time. As homeowners in the community, we're the contractor you can trust, today and for years to come. From concept to completion, keeping with your vision and budget, Midwest Complete Construction has the ability and know-how for any exterior project you may have. From roofing and siding to replacement doors, windows, and gutters, we have you covered, all completed in a timely manner. Visit MWComplete.com or call for a free quote today. Midwest Complete Construction, building relationships one home at a time.
Buy more, save more this Labor Day at Grand Appliance and TV. Get up to $300 in instant savings on all the hottest brands. Buy one appliance, get $50. Buy two, get $100. Buy three, get $150. Buy four, get $200. Buy five, get $250. Buy six and get $300. Get additional savings on tons of kitchen packages. Plus, Grand's instant $300 savings. Stop by your Grand showroom in Davenport on East 53rd Street. Grand Appliance and TV. You make it home, we make it grand.
There's one sound that strikes fear into the hearts of all criminals.
Law and Order SVU.
Monday nights on MyTV 8-3.
Cubs baseball is brought to you by Budweiser. Still brewed the hard way. This Bud's for you. You know how you got, like on your iPhone or whatever, we don't have alarm clocks anymore. We've got the little On occasion in the off season, my wife's alarm clock goes off at 7 in the morning, and it's me doing a Cubs billboard just for practice. Cubs baseball brought to you by And she hits the snooze button.
Fans, if you'd like to manage along with Joe Madden.
There's Bob Uecker. At least his statue in the back row as Jackson stays high. Last 5 games, and he's been on twice today, hit by a pitch in that single. 5 for 11, 2 doubles, a homer, 8 knocked in.
Lopez started to mix in that breaking ball last inning. He throws a pretty good one here to Jackson. It's on the plate, so he's able to go down and get it. Find a little room there on the left side of the infield. Jackson stole the base back in the first. We'll see what his intentions are here. After this leadoff knock, modest lead.
Jorge Lopez is from Puerto Rico. He went to Caguas Military Academy. I mentioned he was a really good volleyball player growing up, played shortstop as well. Eventually he was convinced to be a pitcher. He was the second highest drafted pitcher ever out of Puerto Rico, second round 2011. Luis Atalano, taken by Atlanta in the supplemental round in 2003, was the highest. Well decorated this year. Lopez is Southern League Pitcher of the Year. That's the AA level, and the Brewers Minor League Pitcher of the Year. And this call up meant a lot to him. Not only the fact he got to the show, but financially as well. I guess he'll make about $40,000 with this call up. Here's the 1-0, and it misses on Coghlan. He has a young son who has an autoimmune disorder, and he's at a specialty hospital in Cincinnati. And so he's made a lot of trips there to be with his son. And as you can imagine, the medical costs are pretty high.
Ooh, can't believe he called that a strike.
2-1.
Yeah, they did anything when they honored him the other night with their Minor League Pitcher of the Year award, and they had on the big screen, they had a video from his wife with the baby doing like a Skype chat with him, congratulating him on his award.
Coghlan fouls it out of play. Yeah, his son Michael or Mikhail, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, is at the Cincinnati Children's Hospital, and they, I guess, are renowned for dealing with autoimmune disorders and taking good care of his son. He was making about $1,500 a month at AA. So quite a step up financially to get to this level. And now his charge is to stay here next year.
Well, there's great incentive to stay here next year, and I don't know how much of a chance he'll have to make the ball club out of spring training. I would assume he'd have a shot, depending on how busy they are this winter, because their AAA club is in Colorado Springs, and nobody really wants to pitch there.
Outside, 3-2. Well, this was a combo that started that 3-run rally in the first. Hit by pitch for Jackson. Coghlan then walked. Bryant walked. Rizzo picked up a couple of RBIs to get over 100 on the year. And it was 3-0 before Dan Herron even threw a pitch. Jackson runs. Coghlan strikes out. The throw is going to get him. So this time they both make outs.
I start the runner there to try to stay out of the double play in case there's a ground ball, but if you don't make contact, this is what happens quite frequently. And Maldonado, very strong arm back there. This time he's right on the money with that throw. Just a matter of Segura hanging in there, making the tag. Cubs are taking a look at it, and they concur that he was out at second base. The first tag attempt looked like he whiffed, but Austin was still well short of the base, and I think they ultimately got him.
Base is empty, 2 outs. Bryant will try to knock himself in. Shelby Miller won today, so that snaps streak of 16 straight losses, 24 straight winless decisions. He went 8 shutout, finishes the year 6-17 with a 3.02. That's insane. Clayton Kershaw has over 300 strikeouts. He's got 6 so far today. And that will be foul. Mark Burley only got 2 outs. The Rays have scored 9 runs in the first inning. Tampa Bay.
To my point, when you try to do a guy a favor and let him reach an individual accomplishment, but there's a chance it could blow up on you. And again, that's unless I'm so they are what, a game behind Kansas City for best overall record in the American League.
But if they tie, they have a tiebreaker.
Right. So that
it was in play.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, small sample size city, but that'll probably keep a manager from ever letting a starting pitcher in any situation ever pitch on 1-day rest. Go, remember the Burley game in 2015? Well, that's too bad for Mark. So right now Rizzo, 3rd in the league with his 101 knocked in.
Right now is a great time to plan for your 2016 Cubs spring training experience at beautiful Sloan Park. Go to Cubs.com/Sloan Park. Place a deposit on season tickets and secure the best seats available. Individual spring training tickets will go on sale in January. Be sure to visit Cubs.com/Sloan Park, and there you'll find the latest updates.
Ball 4. 3rd walk taken by the Cubs today, and it'll bring up Rizzo.
Tried to go down and away on 3-2 to Bryant last time and walked him. Tried it again here in this at bat. First one was a little closer than that one.
Shout out today to Linda, Deb, Brenda, and Russ at the Eden Supportive Living Center, North Aurora, Illinois, watching. Ball 1. The NL Central will have the top 3 teams in terms of winning percentage in all of baseball. This is the first time in the divisional era the 3 best records reside in the same division. Pretty remarkable. And just a few years ago, the Cubs would have been playing today needing help just to get in, because we only had 1 wild card. Could you imagine?
Yeah, would have been a big hang with them.
A cut and a miss. 2-1.
And purists would argue that the nature of this game, it's the 162 game schedule, and that's what it used to be the American League pennant, the National League pennant. There were no playoffs beyond the World Series. So far more exciting now. Attendance is up. More teams are in the mix late in the year. I think he's pulled the driver out of the bag, Johnny.
You're right. Line shot deep and caught.
Got it down near the toe.
Well, best division in baseball. You will not get any arguments. The NL Central.
Grab the family or a few friends and stop by QC Family Entertainment to play our state-of-the-art video games and a round of laser tag in our 2-story arena. QC Family Entertainment, fun for the whole family. Right off John Deere Road in Moline.
Life is stressful and you need to relax. What better way to do that than with a luxurious spa from QCA Pools and Spas? Experience the comfortable seating, stainless steel jets, and the Vibra sound system in our new Sienna and Marcel models. Or take relaxation to a whole new level with a patented hydrotherapy spa with the Wave Max seat and the Ultra Wave Lounge. Control the jet patterns, placement, and speed so you can target the specific areas of your body that need it most. With a new spa from QCA Pools and Spas in Bettendorf, relaxation is right around the corner.
Come home to Candlelight Inn, located in Sterling, Rock Falls, and Clinton. Whether you delight in our mouth-watering starters, delicious dinners, or our home-style meals, Candlelight Inn serves it up fresh every day. Try our delicious original or buffalo-style Chicken George, the hand-dipped delicacy that everyone is talking about. The secret's out. Fresh, quality, comfort food from Candlelight Inn, with 3 locations to serve your appetite: Sterling, Rock Falls, and Clinton.
The candidates know the road to the White House begins here in Iowa. So as they swing through the Quad Cities, WQAD News 8 pledges to cut through the rhetoric and the slogans. Ask them the questions you want answered and fact check what they say. Hard work, determination. It's what we stand for at WQAD News 8.
QC Family Entertainment is the perfect place for your next office meeting or party. With our 3 party rooms, we can accommodate your needs while having fun bowling, playing laser tag, and games. QC Family Entertainment, fun for the whole family. Right off John Deere Road in Moline.
Let's take a look at the Cubs' upcoming schedule. Wednesday night, it'll be a 7:08 p.m. first pitch. Chicago time, we're just not sure where yet. On TBS. Ford, America's best-selling brand, inviting you to go further in our fuel-efficient vehicles. Check out our entire lineup at your Ford store or at localfordstores.com. Gene Segura with a little bloop single into right. So the Brewers have their first base runner after Herron retired the first 6. Leadoff single here in the 3rd. The Mark Burley start. He gave up 8 runs. They were all unearned because of 2 Blue Jays errors. 45 pitches, 5 hits, a walk, and a home run. 8 unearned runs. Ouch.
Of course, the crazy thing is you wouldn't be stunned if the Blue Jays came back and won the game. The way they score.
Absolutely. Ball 1 on Maldonado. Pirates lead the Reds 1-0, bottom 3 in Pittsburgh. I think the Cubs playing the Pirates Wednesday really fits into Joe Madden's philosophy of less is more. Because you've seen them 19 times already, if it had been a team out of the East or the West, I think there would be more emphasis on the scouting reports. But these 2 teams know each other inside and out. And while the advanced scouts and the stat guys in the office are going to make sure and double check everything that they had going in. But I do think the players are kind of being told less is more right now, right? You don't want to overload them.
Yeah, I don't think you put a whole lot on the guys' plates other than just go out and play. I mean, there's going to be information available to Joe and his staff that they're going to look at, and they're going to, maybe manage the game a certain way based on that. When you sit on teams for a long period of time, we've had a lot of conversations with a couple of Pirate advanced scouts that have been on the Cubs for a long time now. You're just looking for little nuances.
The ball's going to stay fair as Lopez is tagged out. Segura will move to second.
I would think most teams entering the postseason would change their signs. And the third base coach want to change that up a little bit. Teams have been on you for a long time. Some guys are very proficient at stealing signs.
So runner at second, 2 outs. Here's Jeanette. And whichever team wins, that team's fans is going to be over the moon. Whatever team loses, that team's fans is going to be heartbroken. But just understand the random nature of one game. You can sit here and lay out all the numbers. You've got Jake Arrieta on the mound, which would seem to neutralize possible home field advantage for the Pirates if the Cubs go to Pittsburgh. Garrett Cole is really good as well. You look at that matchup and you say it kind of feels like a 2-1, 1-0 game, but it could end up being 7-6.
Yeah.
It could be 10-1.
Yeah.
There's a lot of variance.
Yeah. You know, I think if you want to look at it from the point of view of an odds maker, I think regardless of where the game's played, I think the Cubs are a slight favorite because of Arrieta.
I would agree.
But again, it's slight, and I think there are some people, because Arrieta's been so good, go, oh, this is a slam dunk win for the Cubs, and that's one, not the nature of baseball, and two, it's not the nature of two really good teams playing, and both teams running out an outstanding starting pitcher.
Two and one on Jeanette. Segura bottom right of your screen at second. Here it is. 2-2. I love your point. You know, a week ago tonight, Arrieta pitched against the Pirates, and you could have made the case, well, maybe not have him start against a team he's going to see in about 10 days. He was so good, though. Your point was it may have tipped the scales the other way, and the Pirates going, oh,
get a little deeper into their heads. Yeah. 0.75 ERA. The best in baseball for any pitcher against any opponent. Minimum 30 innings pitched this year. But you know, Garrett Cole is 7-1 with a 288 lifetime against the Cubs.
Two on Jeanette. Cubs got 3 in the first inning. Just another Cubs starter putting up zeros here early. Cubs have set a National League record for strikeouts. That's pitching, and I should say pitching has set a National League record. The Cubs offense will lead the majors in strikeouts. Knocked down, ball 4. Shane Peterson with 2 on.
Arrieta third in the league in strikeouts. John Lester 7th. Kyle Hendricks' strikeout rate way up this year over last.
Driven to deep left. DeNorfie is back on it, and he can't get it. And it bounces out of play, and that'll actually help the Cubs. In that, while Segura scores, they're going to have to bring Jeanette back to third. Automatic double.
Well, Peterson showing some pretty good power the other way. Leaned on that backdoor breaking ball, maybe a split finger pitch, but he hits it a long way and a big high bounce out of play. Saves a run for now.
I mentioned it earlier this year. We've seen more strikeouts than anybody in baseball as the Cubs hitters and pitchers lead the majors. Cubs hitters setting a team record. Pitchers set a National League record. But the one thing you do like, and talking with Joe before the game, he said you can teach hitters to strike out less more than you can teach hitters to walk more. Okay, that makes sense. The Cubs walk a lot, so that does offset some of the strikeouts. Fair ball, knocked down by Rizzo, and the flip to Herron in time to get Lind. Can you believe that?
Yeah, boy, nice reaction by Castro. I think they're probably ultimately going to take a look at this one. Angel Hernandez is going to keep the Cubs on the field. Craig Counsell is going to take a look at the video.
Nope, no challenge.
No.
Got him. So they get one. That's it. 3-1 Cubs after 3.
In the Old West, things were settled the old-fashioned way. A duel, just one-on-one. At Montana Jack's, we believe it should be that way again. Just you and our soon-to-be famous USDA prime meat steaks. Grilled to perfection, served along with our salad bar and potato, just the way you like it. It's time for a showdown. Montana Jack's, 5400 27th Street, Moline.
Buy more, save more this Labor Day at Grand Appliance and TV. Get up to $300 in instant savings on all the hottest brands. Buy one appliance, get $50. Buy two, get $100. Buy three, get $150. Buy four, get $200. Buy five, get $250. Buy six and get $300. Get additional savings on tons of kitchen packages. Plus, Grand's instant $300 savings. Stop by your Grand showroom in Davenport on East 53rd Street. Grand Appliance and TV. You make it home, we make it grand.
My name is Patrick Magoon, and I have the privilege of serving as the President and Chief Executive Officer of Ann and Robert H. Lurie Children's Hospital of Chicago. I'm also a very proud alumni of Western Illinois University. It gave me the foundation I needed to build a very successful career. That's my story. What will your success story be?
You're on the go every day, working, playing, and simply living your life. Maintain your lifestyle and continued health with Art Chiropractic Center, your first choice in chiropractic care. Art Chiropractic Center on Middle Road in Bettendorf.
Live radar when you need it. Download the Storm Tracking weather app today.
Let's look at our Mazda replay cam. Jonathan Herrera off the bench in September against the Diamondbacks with a home run and a curtain call only he could hear. Mazda, conviction, creativity, courage. This is the Mazda way, and this is kind of the Cubs way. Just having fun.
Yeah, he's a fun guy. We haven't seen a whole lot of him. He's still on the club, in case you were wondering. Now he's not been redshirted. Just hasn't seen the field a whole lot here lately, but he's had a nice year. He's helped out. When he made the club out of spring training, he probably could have gotten a pretty good odds that he wouldn't be here all year long, but he has. Just with September call-ups and Joe having other options, playing time has fallen away for Herrera.
Third strikeout for Lopez. Here's DeNorfia. One strike on DeNorfia. Breaking ball is rolled into left center. That's a mistake on an 0-2 pitch. And Denorfia took advantage. Let's step aside and see what's coming up on WGN. Final telecast, final game of the regular season. Cubs will continue on in the wild card game Wednesday. Site still to be determined. Cubs lead 3-1 here in the fourth. The Pirates have a 1-0 lead in the top of the fourth at home against Cincinnati. The Cubs need the Pirates to lose combined with a Cubs win to get home field. The 0-1 to Montero.
So
1-1.
If you're coming from the wild card, if you're a wild card team, to win the World Series, you have to go 12-8 minimum, right? Sounds easy. But if you have to start out 1-0, that's the key. You got to win that wild card game.
Yeah, you can't go 0-8 and win 12 in a row.
Yeah.
No, 12-8 against really good pitching and the best teams in each league. No, that doesn't sound that easy to me.
No, it's not that easy, but it doesn't, you know, it's
doable.
Not like, yeah. It's not like, oh my goodness, that's just a tremendous mountain to climb.
Two and two.
Say, well, for the team that's got 96 wins, maybe 97 wins, that should be doable. But obviously, you're playing teams, other teams that have a whole bunch of wins. Winner of the wild card game will open the series in St. Louis on Friday, the division series.
Now the Bears have their first win in the books. Robbie Gould, a late field goal, and they beat the Raiders. Cubs trying to finish the season with an 8-game winning streak heading into the wild card game Wednesday. 2-2 Montero on the ground up the middle. Segura can't get it, and Denorfia will head to third. Back-to-back one-out singles.
And Denorfia got a curveball. Montero looked like he got a fastball that was down. Lopez has gotten a couple of ground ball double plays already. This time the ground ball able to just tip off the glove of Segura there into center field, and that allows Denorfia to get to third. Might have been a changeup that Montero hit. Whatever it was, they had pretty good sinking action.
Russell shows bunt. And it takes a strike. The pitcher Heron on deck.
Cubs were out early doing some practice yesterday before the game, and Joe was talking about this very play, the safety squeeze. Now, if the safety squeeze was on there, Addison should have bunted that ball. You get a strike, you should bunt it. But maybe you're just looking at one.
One and one.
I think this is, I mean, obviously the safety squeeze with the pitcher on deck is not a bad play. But I think this is mostly basically practice right now that Joe's got this play on at this stage of the ball game. Just to increase Russell's comfort levels should the opportunity come up in the wild card game or in a playoff game down the road.
Well, and the Cubs need to get better. Runner at third, less than 2 outs, getting that guy in.
Well, if he hasn't bunting on 3-1, then you know it's definitely about practice.
He pops it up. And Segura makes the catch. So it will be up to Heron. Came in a career 201 hitter. I hope he's not in jeopardy of finishing his career at 199. I don't think so.
Pitcher asked to come out of the game after 5 to sit on his career 200 average. Skip, you got to get me out of there.
Let's see. That should be pretty easy math even for us. He is 83 for 412. And he just lined out to the shortstop, Segura. That'll end the inning.
Give us more time to do that easy math.
Unleash your refreshing citrus kick. Do the do.
When it comes to orthopedic care, the choice is yours. Just look at what our patients are saying. Orthopedic specialists. With offices in Davenport, Bettendorf, and Clinton, we are the Quad City area's only group of all board certified and fellowship trained orthopedic surgeons. The next time you need care, choose orthopedic specialists. Better experience, better results.
When your car gets wrecked, call Auto Body Direct.
I recommend Hanford Insurance in Geneseo, selling nationwide. I see firsthand the inferior parts some insurance companies want to put on your car when it gets wrecked.
We make sure you get all new factory parts on your car with the OEM endorsement.
If you want your car fixed with the parts that were made for it,
call Hanford Insurance. And
when your car gets wrecked, call Auto Body Direct.
Disney Live presents 3 classic fairy tales presented by Yo-Kids Yogurt. See your favorite princesses in a stunning stage show.
Log on to WQAD.com for details on how to enter for a chance to win tickets. Playing for one day only October 16th at iWireless Center.
see which candidate thinks like you. Take the candidate quiz at WQAD.com.
Unleash your refreshing citrus kick. Do the do.
Welcome back. Cubs lead 3-1. Bottom of the 4th. Cub fans, show your Cubby pride with Cubs checking and an official Cubs MasterCard debit card only available at your local Wintrust Community Bank. Go to wintrust.com/Cubs to learn more. Member FDIC.
So 3-1, bottom of the 4th. Be Chris Davis to lead it off.
Bob ran the numbers, and Dan Herron is hitting a very solid 200.
Right now at 200.
Yeah.
Okay. It's good to know. That's deep to left. DeNorfia on the move, and he will not get it. It'll one hop the wall and stay in play, and it's a double for Davis.
The Brewers made some noise in the third, got on the board and threatening to tack another one on here with this leadoff double by Davis. Meanwhile, in Pittsburgh, Pedro Alvarez has homered for the Pirates. Stays in the ballpark, but Herron's got some work to do now to prevent the Brewers from drawing a run closer. So 2-zip Pittsburgh over the Reds.
Santana breaks his bat as he grounds out to Russell.
Their Xfinity speed replay in the batter's box. Pedro Alvarez, just a tremendous power, and he got into that high fastball. Does he get River? Well, maybe bounces in to the Allegheny. Well, Pirates up 2-0 now, bottom of the fourth.
Perez, ball one. Make it ball two. Checking to see if Robinson Cano is in the Mariners lineup today. He is. And he has a single. And I point that out because remember the trivia question posed to us recently, the only player with 35 doubles, 35 doubles in 10 consecutive years. It's Todd Helton. And if he picks up one more today, Herron has Davis caught. Russell will apply the tag, and Perez is at first, so Cubs will gladly take that exchange. 2 outs.
Davis got a cut, drifting a little too far from C there. Well played by Dan Herron.
Yeah, Robbie Cano has 34 doubles. If he gets one more today, that'll be 10 straight years of 35, so he'll tie that Helton record.
See, base runners make that mistake a lot because you're taught the ball's in front of you, stay put. The ball's behind you, go ahead. But you got to make sure it clears the mound.
Swing and a miss by Segura. Runner on the move. Perez is safe. Just got in ahead of the tag by Castro. It's his 5th.
A real big lead, but a nice break.
One punched out in the right, and Coughlin was playing pretty shallow. So he makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. Kyle Schwarber in his rookie campaign, 22 years old, and his first home run coming in his home state of Ohio.
Allmake's Office Furniture Showroom in Moline is the place for great deals on Hahn office furniture. Take a walk through our 72,000 square foot showroom and find that perfect desk, chair, or cabinet from Hahn to furnish your business or home office.
The service after the sale is also important to us, and they're always there for us.
It's so easy to work with, and they offer both, as you see in this office, new and used.
Stop by today and view our huge selection of new and used Hahn furniture.
Credit card debt is a very real problem that faces most American households. Interest rates can have you paying on the same debt for years. And if the debt goes into collections, the creditors will not stop unless you get help. USA Debt Consultants offers services to relieve you of your debt problems. Our partners work with creditors to help you lower your monthly payments, stop harassing phone calls, and avoid bankruptcy. They can help consolidate your debts and reduce your interest rates. Dealing with credit card debt can be overwhelming, but the longer you wait to face the problem, the worse it can get for you. Give us a call today to learn how to take control of your debt and financial future. Get your life back. Let us help.
Call USA Debt Consultants at 800-953-4174 for a free no-obligation consultation. That's 800-953-4174. Call now.
I got what you want, party people. No other bag does late night like I do. Who's hungry?
Got munchies? Crush your cravings with flavor-pounding wings and loaded fries. Late night at Checkers and Rallies.
It's in the bag.
Live radar when you need it. Download the Storm Track 8 weather app today.
Time for the fifth inning. It's brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank. Glenn and JD and our WGN crew for the final time here in 2015. Cubs continuing on in the wild card and hopefully beyond that. Austin Jackson got jammed as he hits the first pitch in the air to center. Hauled in by Santana. And one away for Coghlan.
This kid Lopez wobbly early, gave up that 3 spot in the first, hit batter walk to start the ball game before Rizzo drove in 2 with a base hit. Third run came home on a ground ball double play off the bat of Starlin Castro. He's allowed a handful of base runners since then, but no more runs. Mentioned he was an outstanding volleyball player growing up in Puerto Rico. That's a big deal. A lot of volleyball in Puerto Rico. It's a big game. Did Javi Baez play a little volleyball?
I don't know, but he'd be very good at it, I'm sure.
Good year for Puerto Ricans in Major League Baseball. Baez was born there. Carlos Correa, the phenom for the Astros. Francisco Lindor, the phenom shortstop of the Indians.
One ball, 2 strikes. On one hop to Lind. He's got it.
Bryant has come to the plate twice this afternoon. He's walked both times. Here he comes up. Base is empty, 2 outs, so Lopez should be more inclined to challenge him here. Ball 1.
not getting his 100th RBI doesn't in any way, would not diminish Chris Bryant's rookie campaign. I mean, I do think it would gnaw at him for a bit if he doesn't get that 100.
Yeah, it's one of those milestone numbers. Old school kind of milestones, 300 batting average, 30 home runs, 100 RBIs. Because we have all those, baseball, we're a game of numbers. We talk about all these different factoids when we compare players across the years. And he's the only rookie since blah, 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 to do this, that, and the other thing. And normally you're not going to throw 99 RBIs out there. You're going to throw 100.
So 2 walks and a single on all 3 times.
His timing has been off.
Well, the other thing he probably told Joe, why don't I hit behind Rizzo instead of ahead of him? I'm giving him all the chances. But he's a team player, so he wouldn't do that. One ball, no strikes on Anthony. 2-run single to give the Cubs the lead in the first inning. Maldonado out to talk it over with his pitcher.
If his advice was just, hey, trust your stuff, just throw it in there, that's probably not the best advice at this stage of the game. 2-0 to Rizzo. Anthony had a big swing at a 3-1 pitch last time, just off the end of the bat a little bit, hit it pretty deep to right field. He had a pitch.
Davis makes the grab and the inning is over. Halfway home on the final day of the regular campaign. 3-1 Cubs.
River Valley Turf is the place to shop for John Deere tractors, lawn equipment, and gators. From 115 horsepower John Deere tractors down to residential lawn equipment, they've got you covered. At River Valley Turf, you'll find more equipment at unbeatable prices, and our knowledgeable staff will help you find the right model for you. And we even let you ride and drive your next mower before you buy. River Valley Turf offers at-home maintenance for all of your power equipment for all seasons. We're a full-service dealership, offering pickup and delivery as well as home services. River Valley Turf in Davenport and Silvis.
US Med has great news for anyone living with diabetes.
If you have Medicare, private insurance, or prescription drug coverage, US Med will ship a new glucose meter right to your home.
And shipping is free.
My new meter uses only a speck of blood, so it's less painful than my previous meter.
If you have Medicare, private insurance, or prescription drug coverage, you're covered with US Med. We're welcoming new patients, even if your current provider can't supply you anymore.
I don't even have to test on my fingers anymore. I can test on my hand or forearms, and it's more accurate than my old meter.
So call US Med today, and you'll have a choice of 2 great meters.
One that actually speaks your results, or a meter so small it fits in the bottle of strips.
Act now, and US Med will include a free prescription discount card. We'll also send you a free diabetes cookbook. This is your opportunity.
So call US Med today.
You'll be glad you did.
Wow, where did you get those nails? They're beautiful, and they look very expensive.
Not at all, and best of all, they do hold up to the beating they take.
You must tell me, who did your nails?
The Hair Society, of course.
The Hair Society, where society meets.
The Score Sunday Show, tonight at 10:35.
Plan your spring travel to Sloan Park in Mesa, Arizona with Cubs Destination. Spring training packages include game tickets, hotel accommodations, a rental car, Cubs swag, and a private meet and greet with Cubs players. Details available soon at Cubs.com/travel. And if you get lucky, you may be able to meet a Cubs broadcaster at one of the post-game events. It's actually a really good deal. I want to check it out. Rizzo to Herron. They get Maldonado. I did one of those events with Kyle Schwarber and Chris Bryant after a spring training game in it. I think everybody who was there wants to come back as a result. Is that good?
So, Kyle, tell us about your rookie year in the big leagues.
Yep.
All kinds of good stories.
This is Luis Sardinas. That's a strike. He's a switch hitter. He's batting for Lopez. The other thing about this stretch for Cubs starters, they just haven't given up a lot of hard contact. Pretty easy outs. Tons of strikeouts, very few walks. Travis Wood is up in the bullpen.
I think we would see Clayton Richard today, too. He hasn't pitched much. Just once on the road trip, and it was a one-pitch outing.
The ball in the air that should be an easy out, and it's Addison Russell. And Herron through 5, leading 3-1. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs.
Experience the good life at Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois. Goods Furniture has a wide selection of furniture for every room in your home at prices to fit every budget. Take a break from the day and enjoy a delicious lunch in our wine cellar restaurant. And enjoy a variety of soups, sandwiches, desserts, all made fresh daily. Enjoy a relaxing night in one of our suites, followed by a delicious breakfast. Experience the good life today. Goods Furniture, just a short drive away in Kewanee, Illinois.
Attention Pradaxa users. If you have taken Pradaxa, a widely prescribed blood thinner, you may be at a higher risk for serious bleeding or heart attack. If you or a loved one have taken Pradaxa and suffered internal bleeding, gastrointestinal bleeding, kidney bleeding, brain hemorrhaging, heart attack, or death, call the Reliant Group. You may be entitled to a significant cash award. Don't be a victim. Get the help you deserve. Call the Reliant Group right now to be connected with an experienced attorney for a free consultation and to see if you may qualify for financial compensation. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we're successful. You may be eligible for a cash award to cover pain, suffering, and even medical expenses. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim. If you or a loved one have had complications after taking Pradaxa, the manufacturer may be liable for damages. Call the Reliant Group at 800-745-0412.
Text Subway to 97999 right now for your chance to win 6 meals from the Simple 6 menu at Subway. Subway, eat fresh. Message and data rates may apply. Dan Herron very good through his 5 innings. And Jonathan Barrios.
Hey, why did he come in?
Just now?
He snuck in on us.
A right-hander here in the 6th. In the dirt, ball 1.
Well, Lopez in his debut last time out in San Diego pitched 5 innings, allowed 3 runs. It was good enough to pick up his first big league win. Today, he's looking at a loss unless the Brewers can come back here. Same result, 5 innings, 3 runs allowed. Mario's 23 years of age. Hard thrower, and it looks like he likes his changeup as well. Pretty good sink there at 95.
There's Clayton Richard. Linda is here from Milwaukee with Beverly from McHenry, Illinois. Beverly's celebrating her 75th birthday. Her first Cub game was in 1955 at County Stadium against the then Milwaukee Braves. That would have been the Hank Aaron.
Happy birthday, Bev.
Eddie Matthews
gang, Warren Spahn.
Milwaukee Braves. Had a great run here.
Ron Pichet.
Johnny Logan. Del Crandall, Bobby Thompson, Bill Bruton, Joe Adcock. Will be handled by Peterson.
Ever tell you my Johnny Logan, Alan Ashby story?
No.
When Alan was playing with the Cleveland Indians, they were in town playing the Brewers that had an off day, and the day before, Johnny used to come around, hang around the ballpark, and he recruited Ash and a couple other guys. Hey, you want to go out and play a little golf? And they, sure, all right, I'll pick you up. And so he took him out for a golf outing, and driving him back into town to the hotel, and all of a sudden he goes off and veers off. He brought him to this big banquet and had them speak at the banquet. He gave him no warning, didn't ask, just, I want to take you golfing, and
buried the lead.
Took him hostage and brought him to like a little league banquet.
That's good. Johnny used to come to County Stadium and here to Miller Park for a long time. Always loved seeing him here. As the Mets are no-hitting, a combined no-no against the Nationals after Max Scherzer no-hit them yesterday. Jacob deGrom started that game. Gene Segura will get Denorfia, another guy who was on that 55 Braves team. My good friend, the late Andy Pafko.
The Mets will go deGrom, Syndergaard, Harvey in the division series. That's no fun for the hitter, regardless of the order. And that rotation, boy, if they stay healthy, they're going to be awfully tough for a number of years now, and it's always a big if. There they are for the final time this year. I suspect they're going to sell out for that race. They're going to go hard, right? Final race of the year.
Yeah.
Shoving and pushing and tripping each other. They could get ugly. Probably a lot of trash talk going on down there right now.
You're talking about the Nationals dugout.
Well, and that's the other one. Nothing confirmed yet, but I was reading a report earlier today. Story, John Heyman maybe, I'm not sure, but it's made it sound like Matt Williams is toast.
I thought I had read that he had said that he had not had any conversations with management about next year. So Montero out into center, and it is Santana to end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Cubs 3 and the Brewers 1.
When looking for food and fun, stop by Frankie's at QC Family Entertainment. You can take a seat at the bar or grab a table and enjoy delicious food from sandwiches, pizzas, appetizers, and more. QC Family Entertainment. Fun for the whole family. Right off John Deere Road in Moline.
When it comes to orthopedic care, the choice is yours. Just look at what our patients are saying. Orthopedic specialists. With offices in Davenport, Bettendorf, and Clinton, we are the Quad City area's only group of all board certified and fellowship trained orthopedic surgeons. The next time you need care, choose orthopedic specialists. Better experience, better results.
Peterson Plumbing will clean any home's drain for just $99.99. That's up to 1.5 hours of service. $99.99.
But I like that drain cleaner with the jingle.
The one who charges $200 to $300?
Yeah, that one.
Mom, the drain's backed up again.
$99?
$99.99.
That would be less.
And Peterson has a 6-month written warranty.
Do they have a jingle?
Peterson Plumbing and Heating.
All new Dr. Phil.
I believe that I've written hundreds of songs for multiple artists.
Is he delusional?
You're walking in the neighborhood talking to yourself, playing your guitar with no shirt.
Or a liar?
You said you wrote Shake It Off and Kryptonite. You and I know you didn't write those songs, right?
Monday at 3 on WQAD News 8. When looking for fun, come to QC Family Entertainment. We offer 32 lanes of cosmic bowling from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. QC Family Entertainment. Fun for the whole family. Right off John Deere Road in Moline.
Time for today's Honda Games summary. Anthony Rizzo knocked in a couple in the first inning, going over 100 RBIs for the first time in his career. Chris Bryant's had a good day, just hasn't picked up that elusive 100th himself. Dan Herron's still working into the 6th. Honda Dream Garage sales event now at your Honda dealer. Herron to Shane Peterson, ball 1. Peterson with an RBI double in the 3rd inning. One and one the count.
Wow. A couple screamers in there this afternoon. Aaron, a winner last time out, picked up his 10th win, so it's 11 consecutive seasons with double-digit win totals for Dan Herron.
The hot dog won the sausage race, by the way, as Peterson called out on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, and as we expected, man, they're just very aggressive right from the get-go. Hot dog really pushing it hard. I like to see that kind of effort last day of the year. Not taking anything for granted. Pretty good chance he'll be back next year. Or she, I don't know.
Oh, and 1 to Adam Lind. I think we're going to make it through the whole year without you dropping a Paul Lind reference.
With Adam?
Yeah.
No, only when we use the
Hollywood Squares.
The grid, yeah, the pitch tracks grid.
At the end of the bat and lazily in the air out into left center, and it's caught by Jackson.
Going along here nicely, but Joe Madden's ready to react. He had Wood up earlier. Richard has been up. Now he's taking a little break while Justin Grimm heats it up.
Another fly ball. This time a lot deeper. Jackson's got it to get Chris Davis. Well, Jake Arrieta, the first Cub 20-game winner since 2001. This was number 20 against Milwaukee. 3-1 Cubs after 6.
Are you looking for high-quality furniture for your office?
When we have an office business need, I pick up the phone and call Allmax.
Our selection of new and gently used office furniture gives you the best value for your dollar.
As a business owner for a lot of years, you have to look at your bottom line and where you stand. And I think that's the great part about Allmax is that they can take care of the guy that's just starting his business and have good used stuff, or they can take care of the people that have been in business a while and sell them great new Han furniture.
Allmax Office Furniture, 2334 4th Avenue, Moline, Illinois.
Peel Motors in Princeton and Geneseo. Simply unbeatable deals on new Chevys, new Cadillacs, new Buicks, and new GMCs. Expect a low-pressure atmosphere with unbeatable deals and exceptional customer service every time. Drive 20, save plenty. Peel Motors, Princeton and Geneseo. We're worth the trip.
One person can make a difference in our community. If you know someone determined to make a positive impact, nominate them at WQAD.com. The Jefferson Award, sponsored by Genesis.
Time to check out our final 2015 WGN Cubs Fan Cam. Michael Ralt with All Alone. It's catchy.
I was tapping my toes.
Jonathan Barrios to Addison Russell, and he fouls it off.
Barrios acquired by the Brewers in the Ramos Ramirez trade with the Pirates. He's a former position player.
Infielder, and then converted to the mound in 2013. 97 on that pitch. 1-2. Tap right back to Barrios. Tommy La Stella will bat for Heron. Hey, first timer. Meet my buddy JD.
Yeah, what's going on, man? You kidding me?
How about that finish by the starting rotation? Heron, 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. The other thing we should point out, it has not been proven, and we can find numerous examples of this, that momentum doesn't really carry into the playoffs. Now, the Cardinals have not scored since they clinched the division the other day. So you'd prefer to be playing well going into the playoffs just to feel good, I guess, about yourself. But
yeah,
there's no kind of
correlation.
No. I mean, the Royals nearly played themselves out of the playoffs last year before they got there, right? They ended up in the wild card and then went on that big run. The 0-2, 1-2.
Yeah, and some people will try to make the case that teams that came from off the pace, so they're playing all these high stress games late in the season just to get there. So they're used to playing with a sense of urgency, and they're better prepared for the postseason because of that. there may be some truth to it. I don't have any evidence to support that.
Yeah, it's not really true about the Royals. They weren't hot going into the playoffs. Let's see. They went. They were basically about a 500 team the last 3 weeks. They won the wild card, comeback fashion. Swept the Angels, swept the Orioles, and then went 7 games, lost to the Giants. There was nothing kind of going into that would lead you to believe that they were going to kind of run the table through the American League playoffs. Lind unassisted.
Well, the old adage of baseball is momentum is tomorrow night's starting pitching and pitcher. And once you get into the postseason, everybody has good pitching. If you're looking for the hottest team in baseball, you would have to say the Cubs, right? 21-9 in their last 30 ball games. $45-19 since being swept in that 3-game set by the Phillies at Wrigley that had everybody up in arms. You have to pitch well. You just have to go out and battle and grind out at bats and put yourself in a position where a little magic can happen.
I think your bullpen becomes a little more important in October than it does in the regular season. You blow a late lead in July. Everybody does it. You blow a late lead in October. It could be the wild card game and you're out.
Yeah.
So if you have a 9th inning lead, you really should hold it. And the other thing, and we do this not just in sports, but kind of the retroactive assigning of things. We have no idea who's going to win the World Series, but whatever team does, we can then backtrack and go, this mattered, this mattered, this mattered. But until it's all finished,
right?
It's all kind of all random.
Rear view mirror stuff. You look back and go, oh yeah, that proved to be a very important point in the season.
And if there was a moment for this Cubs team, and I don't think there was necessarily one, I think it's just a really good club. I'm with Joe. He said the sweep of the Giants. Cubs went from a half game back to 3.5 ahead in the wild card and really never looked back. And if any of the series they had this year gave them some confidence, I think it was winning those 4 against the defending champs, especially the way they finished it with Hector Rondon, bases loaded, nobody out, and get out of it.
Yeah, that was kind of man on a wire kind of stuff, tiptoeing, and then managed to pull it off. But if you don't build from there, that doesn't. You're right. That doesn't become the moment you look back to.
Right. Again, I'm doing it retroactively.
You said so many times over the course of the season, you said this is a huge game. Well, maybe it is. Maybe it isn't.
It was August 9th. The Cubs won the game 2-0. They struck out 3 to end it with the bases loaded. So how about this? If you're a Cub fan watching us at home, you're going, I want that game to be at Wrigley Field. Does this matter? I'm going to say no. But I think what it does tell you is that home field advantage may not mean as much as we think.
Yeah, and we know that to begin with in baseball. Of the major sports, home field advantage less important in baseball than the other sports.
Swing and a miss, and that will end the inning. Stretch time here at Miller Park. It's the Cubs 3 and the Brewers 1.
This Chicago baseball game is locally sponsored by OneCorp.
What's going on at Streeter? There's a whole lot of style, technology, and excitement waiting for you at Streeter Lincoln. Great cars from one of the Quad City's most trusted dealers. If you want a luxury car, test drive the new Lincolns at Streeter Lincoln Quad Cities, 520 West Kimberly Road, Davenport.
Come home to Candlelight Inn, located in Sterling, Rock Falls, and Clinton. Whether you delight in our mouth-watering starters, delicious dinners, or our home-style meals, Candlelight Inn serves it up fresh every day. Try our delicious original or buffalo-style Chicken George, the hand-dipped delicacy that everyone is talking about. The secret's out. Fresh, quality, comfort food from Candlelight Inn, with 3 locations to serve your appetite: Sterling, Rock Falls, and Clinton. You're on the go every day, working, playing, and simply living your life. Maintain your lifestyle and continued health with Art Chiropractic Center, your first choice in chiropractic care. Art Chiropractic Center on Middle Road in Bettendorf.
My name is Sage Washington, and I'm a student at Carl Sandburg College. I came to Sandburg because I knew that I wanted to further my education. I like helping people and making their lives better. It kind of makes me feel like I'm doing something, and I want to go into social work, and I am working on my associates in science. I'm committed to complete because I want to further my education, and I know by doing that it'll open a lot more doors for me in the future.
That's up to date. The final 8 starts of the season for the Cubs, covering 51 1/3 innings, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, and 56 strikeouts. The strikeouts to walks ratio, you drool over, right?
Yeah, it's I mean, it takes luck out of play, doesn't it, when you strike out that many and you're not giving any free bases away? I mean, it used to be if a pitcher had a 2-to-1 ratio, strikeout to walks, you were really happy with that.
Justin Grimm is on and could play a very prominent role in the postseason. Meanwhile, still 2-0 Pirates. They go to the bottom of the 6th against the Reds. Cubs leading by 2 here.
Grimm has been a very important part of the bullpen all year long. Joe referred to him earlier as his mid-game closer. He likes him. He's got big stuff, so he likes to bring him in crisis situations in the middle of the game, where he would prefer to save Strop and Rondon for the end. So that role sometimes gets lost in the shuffle a little bit. You know, he doesn't rack up a bunch of saves, but he has contributed in a very large way to this team's success. Lately, he has battled some control problems. I'm sure that's the one thing that Chris Bosio and Joe Madden would like to see tightened up.
Facing Santana, and the 1-0 is in there. It's 1-1.
And Justin has walked 25 men this year, 10 of those coming here in the month of September.
From the stretch with nobody on. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Joe Madden very much in the manager of the year race in the National League. He won it twice with Tampa Bay in the American League. He has tied the club record for most wins as a manager in his first year with the Cubs. Jim Fry, a 96 game winner in 1984. What a job he's done. The tone setter. He struck him out. The newborn fan club is the perfect gift to showcase what it means to be a Cub for life. Receive a customized photo of the Wrigley Field marquee, a Cubs birth certificate, baby stocking cap, and a Rookie of the Year onesie. Visit Cubs.com/kids today. You and I were at Joe's introductory news conference at the Cubby Bear, and he was adamant that day over the winter, saying, I'm going to talk about the World Series from day one of spring training. He said it with a straight face. He meant it. He said, I can't go into a season not talking about the playoffs.
You don't want to set the bar too low. If you set low expectations, maybe you'll meet them.
This is coming off a 73 win campaign. One ball, one strike. And Perez, the third baseman. Swing and a miss on the curve at 85. It's 1-2.
You can buckle your knees with that curveball. Whoop.
Theo Epstein pointed out one of the articles I read earlier this week. Dale Swain, Ricky Renteria, but they deserve a lot of credit here. This process didn't start last winter. It started 4 years ago. Dale, the manager, the first 2 years of the quote rebuild, and then Ricky Renteria last year.
Yeah, he credits Dale with bringing an edge, bringing toughness to this ball club, and Ricky for his handling of Castro and Rizzo.
Todd Ricketts, along with Tom and family here at the ballpark.
Yeah, Ricky Renteria didn't lose his job because he did a poor job. He lost his job because Joe Madden became available.
Yep. Joe told us months ago that the beard would never really grow in, and he was right. He let it go for about, what, 4.5, 5 months?
Started it in April, didn't he?
A little patchy. But he wanted to show his players that the superficial doesn't matter.
Yeah, so it's good that it doesn't come in full. I mean, if he comes out with a beard and he's looking like the most interesting man in the world, then can't make that point.
Now, that would have been fun if he could have done that. They walked him. That's been Justin's issue. Not really giving up hits as much as walks.
And obviously, at the end of the day, it's about giving up runs. But you know, if you're walking too many, you're showing a lack of command, and you're opening the door up. And he has had some rough outings this month. He gave up 5 runs in the middle of the month in an outing against Philadelphia. They weren't earned. There was some sloppy play behind them, but 3 walks in that inning. Against Milwaukee on the homestand, he walked 3 2/3 of an inning. Bullpen guys tend to run hot and cold.
Segura bounces. He'll try to turn it. Castro, Russell, Rizzo, inning over. 3-1 Cubs as we go to the 8th.
Welcome to Pub 1848, where there's 10 beers on tap with rotating crafts, old friends and new friends. A perfect place for a drink before dinner and a great way to end the night after an event at the iWireless Center. Pull up a chair and grab a cold drink. You're at Pub 1848, where a good time is our tradition.
All Makes Office Furniture Showroom in Moline is the place for great deals on Hahn office furniture. Take a walk through our 72,000 square foot showroom and find that perfect desk, chair, or cabinet from Hahn to furnish your business or home office.
The service after the sale is also important to us, and they're always there for us.
It's so easy to work with, and they offer both, as you see in this office, new and used.
Stop by today and view our huge selection of new and used Hahn furniture.
Presto! Boo at the Zoo returns for a whole weekend of Halloween fun. Saturday the 24th and Sunday the 25th. Dress up the kids and come on out for a merry, not scary trick-or-treat around the zoo. Check out the animals and get goodies along the way. Boo at the Zoo, October 24th and 25th at Niabi Zoo. Sponsored by Eye Surgeons Associates, Sexton Ford, Rural and Rule, Zeglin's TV and Appliance, and WQAD News 8.
Disney Live presents 3 classic fairy tales presented by Yokids Yogurt. See your favorite princesses in a stunning stage show.
Log on to WQAD.com for details on how to enter for a chance to win tickets. Playing for one day only October 16th at iWireless Center.
Pay it forward. Make a nomination at WQAD.com.
3-1 ball game as we head to the 8th. Clark, he's the big guy there in the middle. He's the official mascot of the Cubs. Can be part of your next event, from charity events to wedding receptions and birthday parties. You know Clark wants to be a part of it. Visit Cubs.com/kids for more information on how to book him for your special event.
Make sure you stay tuned for the 10th inning show, our final one of the season, with some 2015 highlights to follow. Cubs got all of their runs in the opening inning, and so far that's been enough. They would love to add on late against right-hander David Goforth.
Goforth 1-0 with a 4.18 ERA, working for the 20th time. Mid-90s heater, slider, and maybe a changeup. Pirates now have a 3-0 lead. It's Jordy Mercer doubling home Cervelli.
So 3-0 in that one. A premeditated swing that time from Coughlin. Bryant and Rizzo. Be nice to see Chris get on and get in the scoring position for Bryant. Still has 99 RBIs. Neil Ramirez up. And a base hit. So Coughlin is aboard for Bryant.
Second time on base for Coughlin here this afternoon. Walked and scored back in the first. 3 hits in the ball game yesterday, and he hits this one sharply. He'll come out of the ball game for a pinch runner.
Quentin Berry.
Well, steals second base. That would make Bryant's job a lot easier, wouldn't it?
There he goes. Here's a throw. He just got in under the tag.
You know, everybody's on high alert when a guy like Berry comes into the ball game. Maldonado opts to make this throw, falling to his knees. The ball sails a little bit inside on him. Tag on the back of the leg. The hand's already on the base, and now Bryant with a base hit could get RBI number 100.
The counsel's either still waiting on the video replay department, or he wants to hear the end of Green Onions. I think he just ran out of time. So the 1-0 to Bryant. 2-0.
Showed patience. His first 2 at bats, he drew walks. So he singled last time up. You know, this is, he's got to be in the back of his mind. Not in the back of his mind, it's in front of his mind. He's got a chance to drive in 100. It's the 8th inning. Swing mode.
Yeah, I'm all for it. Come on, David, give him something to hit. .32.959 in the ballpark, and the Cubs fans are making most of the noise right now.
Green light. Let her fly. Ah, not even close.
So he draws the walk. It'll bring up Rizzo. 3 walks and a single for Bryant. Quick update on the American League playoff picture.
Oh, yeah. What's going on over there?
Okay, Texas leads the Angels 4-2 in the bottom of the 7th. Angels lose. They're done. Texas holds on. They win the West. Houston is trailing at Arizona 3-2 in the bottom of the 6th. But again, if the Angels lose, Houston is in. The Yankees are trailing 7-1 at Baltimore in the top of the 6th. The Yankees lose, but the Astros also lose. The Yankees would be in great shape to get home field advantage in the wild card. Berry tags. He's going to head to third. Bryant back to first. So if the current scores hold up, there would not be an extra game before the wild card round. But things can change, as we found out in the 9th inning in Texas yesterday.
Yeah, and if Astros Yankees tie, that game
would be in Houston.
Right?
So that means Houston would have to come back and beat the Diamondbacks. Yeah. And they're only down a run. So that's still very much in play. And if you're the Angels, you see that the Astros are losing. You think, man, we've got our shot here. Castro takes ball one. Non-double play contact. That's what he needs. First and third, one out.
A big part of his turnaround is that very fact. He's been hitting the ball in the air. He's been driving the ball a lot more lately.
Once and
foul.
foul.
Safety squeeze here. Last couple of days, he has bounced into a couple of double plays.
Ichiro Suzuki is now pitching for the Miami Marlins. He trails 6-2 in the bottom of the 8th in Philadelphia. I believe this is his major league debut as a pitcher. One with Bryant moving. Throw's going to go to the plate, and Barry is out. Perez to Maldonado. 2 down. So they stayed out of the double play, and Perez only had really one play other than throwing to first. And that was home, and he got his man.
Yeah, Bryant on the move takes away the double play. Barry reading that ball off the bat, sees the chopper, decides to race home, but Perez makes a nice play on him.
Kind of an interesting move, isn't it, in Philadelphia? Obviously, the game doesn't matter. But it was 6-2. It wasn't like it was 16-2, and Dan Jennings decided to give Ichiro a chance to pitch. Well, final day of the season.
Yeah, that's just one of those final days. Sometimes a manager will let a guy try to play all 9 positions.
Campy Campaneris, Shane Halter. Denorfia takes ball one. Late that time, fastball at 94. One and two. Swing and a miss to end the inning. Again, the Cubs can't convert. They strand a couple.
When looking for fun, come to QC Family Entertainment. We offer 32 lanes of cosmic bowling from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. QC Family Entertainment. Fun for the whole family. Right off John Deere Road in Moline.
Come home to Candlelight Inn, located in Sterling, Rock Falls, and Clinton. Whether you delight in our mouth-watering starters, delicious dinners, or our home-style meals, Candlelight Inn serves it up fresh every day. Try our delicious original or buffalo-style chicken George, the hand-dipped delicacy that everyone is talking about. The secret's out. Fresh, quality, comfort food from Candlelight Inn, with 3 locations to serve your appetite: Sterling, Rock Falls, and Clinton.
Buy more, save more this Labor Day at Grand Appliance and TV. Get up to $300 in instant savings on all the hottest brands. Buy one appliance, get $50. Buy two, get $100. Buy three, get $150. Buy four, get $200. Buy five, get $250. Buy six and get $300. Get additional savings on tons of kitchen packages. Plus, Grand's instant $300 savings. Stop by your Grand showroom in Davenport on East 53rd Street. Grand Appliance and TV. You make it home, we make it grand.
Remarkable revival.
Crews have been battling a fire at Anchor Lumber.
We turned around and looked up, and the whole thing was already on fire.
The owners won't let the destruction slow down business.
The store actually reopened for business at 7 this morning.
We really pride ourselves in our relationships with our customers.
It's really an amazing story of grit and determination.
Grab the family or a few friends and stop by QC Family Entertainment to play our state-of-the-art video games and a round of laser tag in our two-story arena. QC Family Entertainment, fun for the whole family. Right off John Deere Road in Moline.
Welcome back, everybody. Cub fans, don't miss your chance to catch the best matchups in baseball. Reserve your place in line for history in the making. Join the season ticket holder waiting list. It's easy, free to register. For details, visit Cubs.com/waiting list. They're jumping around here.
Neil Ramirez on here in the 8th.
6 innings, 3 hits, 1 run for Dan Herron this afternoon. Justin Grimm, 1 inning, no hits, no runs, a walk and a strikeout. Ramirez pitching for the 19th time, and he has pitched to a 3.46 ERA. League hits 245 against him. Injuries have been a big part of his story this year. There's Javi Baez. He's in at second base. Quentin Berry stays in the ball game. He's out in right field. That would be the Vautier de Droit if you were in Montreal.
Martin Maldonado against Neil Ramirez. Ball one outside on a fastball.
Looks like D. Gordon's going to wrap up the batting title. 3 out of 4 for Gordon today, while Bryce Harper is nothing for 3.
Two and one. So Lucroy on deck. Jeanette. Will Smith, the left-hander, is up.
Won't have back-to-back no-hitters in that Mets-Nationals series. The Nationals have 1 hit this afternoon.
Liner hit right to Jackson. Fans may be booing. Brewer fans are looing the next batter. Relegated to, I think, only 1 start at first since he came back from the concussion and pinch hit duties. Not able to catch. Cubs' next starting pitcher.
They have momentum.
He owns the momentum, yeah. I will not speak for you, but I'm guessing you're highly anticipating watching Jake Arrieta. I mean, we always are. But in a playoff scenario, on the biggest stage, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Reading a story on him the other day, and they talked to the area scout that followed him back when he was in high school and college. He said he's always been that way. That look in his eye, that kind of just laser-like focus we see. It's always been his approach. Staring into the eyes of the hitter to go for your gun.
The thing about Jake, he just has so many weapons. Probably say the slider/cutter and his main out pitch. Fastball consistently 95, 96. On occasion, we've seen him use his changeup more often. A lot of curveballs in his last start. He struck him out looking.
Yeah, and sometimes the best scouts are the opposing players, and you hear it a lot. The hitters will get down there to Anthony at first base and just go, man, nobody else does what this guy does. The action on his pitches.
Nothing Pirates in their game against Cincinnati in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, they're not likely to let that one get away. Rangers now have opened up a big lead over the Angels. Bigger even than the one they let get away yesterday. It's 9-2. Bottom of the 7th in Arlington. Pretty good push by the Angels late, but it looks like they're going to run out of gas here on the final day.
Bryant will glove, and that's that for the Brewers in the 8th. Neil Ramirez, a 1-2-3.
This Chicago baseball game is locally sponsored by OneCorp. Circa 21. Enjoy grand dining, plus great professional entertainment, all in the unique atmosphere of Circa 21 Dinner Playhouse. For couples or family and friends, spend an evening you'll remember.
Life is stressful and you need to relax. What better way to do that than with a luxurious spa from QCA Pools and Spas? Experience the comfortable seating, stainless steel jets, and the Vibra sound system in our new Sienna and Marcel models. Or take relaxation to a whole new level with a patented hydrotherapy spa with the Wave Max seat and the Ultra Wave Lounge. Control the jet patterns, placement, and speed so you can target the specific areas of your body that need it most. With a new spa from QCA Pools and Spas in Bettendorf, relaxation is right around the corner.
The Score Sunday Show, tonight at 10:35.
Okay. Genesis is committed to quality, compassionate healthcare to all those in need. This year, we're celebrating 20 years of service to the Quad City region. We remain the Quad City's only locally owned, operated, and governed health system. Genesis is proud to partner with WQAD News 8 to sponsor Unsung Heroes, local volunteers and paid professionals who share our commitment to community service. Go to WQAD.com and nominate someone you know for our local Jefferson Award.
Cubs win! Cubs win! Cubs win! Never gets old saying that, does it? Starlin Castro, even when he went through struggles early in the season, he
did get some big hits.
Yeah, he did.
He had some moments. And a big part of it here late. A huge September, led the National League in batting at .426 in September. Here's Will Smith, the lefty. He's working for the 76th time, a .274 ERA.
Montero, a strike from Smith. Great September. And here into October for Castro. He's going to start on Wednesday. It's not official, but
well, yeah.
But
you talked about the big series, the sweep of the Giants. It was right after that Starlin was taken out of the starting lineup. Addison Russell moved to shortstop. He has proved to be one of the better defensive shortstops in all of baseball. So that solidified that position. Kick-started Castro. As tough as it was for him at the time, it was about 3 days later he went 3 for 4, and I think it was his first start since being taken out of the lineup. And really been swinging it quite well since then. I looked at the numbers yesterday. 372, 388 on base, 620 slugging for Starlin after he lost his job. Going into that, it would be opening day to August 10th. He was hitting 236, 271 on base, 304 slugging. Just doubled his slugging percentage.
Pretty incredible. Baez on deck for his first plate appearance. The rallying cry right now in the Cubs dugout is, let's get Chris Bryant up there again. Not going to be easy. Russell, Baez, Jackson, Barry ahead of him.
And I'll tell you what, and Joe Madden would not try to tell you that taking Starlin out of the lineup was something he did to motivate Starlin. He did it because at the time Starlin was really struggling, and he said, "This, my best chance to win is with this guy not in my lineup right now. It's Russell at short. We'll figure out second base going forward." But when given the opportunities to play, Castro basically said, "Okay, I've lost that job, but I'm going to claim this job, or at least a significant chunk of that job."
Swing and a miss. Pitch gets by. Russell's got a chance to get to first, and he will without a throw.
Right through the 5-hole. Russell realizing pretty early here that this ball got through, so off he goes. Strikeout, wild pitch.
Smith will throw. The runner back. Brandon Hyde assisting. Gary Jones across the way at third. Base running becomes more important in these tight, theoretically low-scoring games once we get to Wednesday. Gary Jones, the third base coach, will have to make some split-second decisions on send or hold. Look out. Bat and ball flying on the third base line.
Bad boy must be on a coffee run.
Two strikes on Baez. 3 strikes. He's out. That's 3 strikeouts in the inning with only 2 outs. Bring up Jackson.
Quality pitch right there, right over the outside corner.
Breaking ball, strike called. Matt Caesar now on deck for Barry. Two on Austin Jackson. Cubs lead 3-1. They got all their runs in the first. Milwaukee's tally came in the third.
Brewers have scored a total of 3 runs in their last 4 ball games. Actually won the first 2 games of their previous series out in San Diego, then got beat 3-1 in the finale. Got beat 6-1 here Friday. 1-zip last night.
Swing and a miss. Smith strikes out 4 in the ninth. 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the ninth.
This Chicago baseball game is locally sponsored by OneCorp.
Are you looking for high-quality furniture for your office?
When we have an office business need, I pick up the phone and call All Makes.
Our selection of new and gently used office furniture gives you the best value for your dollar.
As a business owner for a lot of years, you have to look at your bottom line and where you stand. And I think that's a great part about All Makes is that they can take care of the guy that's just starting his business and have good used stuff, or they can take care of the people that have been in business a while and sell them great new Han furniture.
All Makes Office Furniture, 2334 4th Avenue, Moline, Illinois.
When it comes to orthopedic care, the choice is yours. Just look at what our patients are saying. Orthopedic specialists. With offices in Davenport, Bettendorf, and Clinton, we are the Quad City area's only group of all board certified and fellowship trained orthopedic surgeons. The next time you need care, choose orthopedic specialists. Better experience, better results.
It's all about the Washingtons. Look what your $3 gets you, baby. Get the taste you love for just $3 with the delicious Mushroom Swiss or our famous Fry Lovers Burger. Mix or match, 2 for $3. Checkers and Rallies. Epic meals, epic deals.
I'm a fan.
I'm a fan. We're fans. We're real fans. We're Hawkeye fans. We're fans.
We're real fans.
Black and gold. I get my gear at Black and Gold.
Black and Gold, home of the largest selection of officially licensed Hawkeye merchandise. You can find gifts for the whole family at Black and Gold. Black and Gold, located in Davenport and Coralville, or hours online at theblackandgoldshop.com.
Pitching for the Cubs.
Yes, he hedges his bets today, and it's going to work out. Brewers hat, cap, and the Cubs shirt on.
Some solid moves. Well, Travis going to try to finish this ball game. He's picked up 3 saves along the way. Has converted all 3 of his save chances. ERA below 4 now at 3.88, 5-4 on the year. Travis quoted the other day saying he hopes to return to the starting rotation next year, but if it doesn't work out, so be it. He says he's going to prepare as if he's a starter. Careful, son. It might start raining in here. You just don't know.
He's a maniac on the dance floor.
12-year-old male Elaine Bennis.
Michael Reed, ball 1. So Travis Wood trying to get his 4th save. Reed batting for Peterson. The 1977 American League East, Yankees won 100. Orioles and Red Sox tied for second with 97 wins. The Cubs could finish in 3rd with 97 wins in the NL Central here in 2015. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
You know, it's a top-heavy division, obviously. Cardinals, Pirates, Cubs, all having big years, and as the season went on, the Brewers and the Reds became easier to beat with the injuries and the trades that they made.
Rizzo makes the catch right near the camera well. 1 out.
If Pirates hang on and win their ball game and they're up 4-0, the real key for them was coming into Wrigley and winning 2 out of 3.
Yeah, and
last homestand.
They're going to go, even if they win, 8 games under against this division, whereas the Cubs will be 16 over against the Central. The Pirates went 64-22, the best non-divisional winning percentage since 1969, which is when divisional play began. 744 winning percentage against teams outside their division. Off the end of the bat. And Bryant with a jump toss. Out at first.
He started a big double play in the ball game yesterday. He's getting a standing ovation for this effort here in the top half of the ninth. Backhand, airborne he goes, and on the money. Pretty play. Looked like a shortstop, didn't he?
Yep. Strike one on Davis. Strike two. Awkward landing there by Davis.
In all likelihood, his last at bat until next April. He's going to get his money's worth.
Listen to the crowd. Remember, this is a road game. Bounced foul.
Ball boy looking up and down there trying to find a Brewer fan he could flip that ball to.
Cubs win. The postseason bound. Cubs win. They finish the regular season on an 8-game winning streak, 97-65. And we're not done yet. That's what Joe Maddon's telling his guys. What a 2015 regular season.
Yeah, and that's, all they could do was push as hard as they could down to the end and put themselves in the best position. It looks like they will be heading to Pittsburgh on Wednesday. As we mentioned at the outset, I don't think that's a big issue for Joe or his players. They wanted to have that game at home for the fans, but they feel very comfortable on the road. They've been good against the Pirates this year, and they have the most dangerous weapon going in baseball right now, and that's Mr. Jake Arrieta. He will be on the mound Wednesday night, and it should be a whole lot of fun.
Cubs will head home to Chicago tonight. And if the game is in Pittsburgh, they'll fly there tomorrow. Workout day on Tuesday. The game Wednesday night. If it's at Wrigley Field, well, they'll just stay in Chicago. And then we'll head to St. Louis if they beat the Pirates Wednesday. And how much fun would that be? Cubs Cardinals in the playoffs for the first time? Can you imagine?
If you let yourself dream and get out ahead of all the potential matchups down the line, there could be a lot of fun stuff. It's really neat to see these fans here in Milwaukee, these Cub fans standing behind the dugout applauding this club as they walk off the field for the last time during the regular season.
Anthony Rizzo down on the field with us. Anthony, we'll talk about your achievements, but first of all, the team. You said we're going to win the division. 97 wins usually does. What a year.
Yeah, right. We have a great team. We have a great group. We have a great organization. Great fans. It's been a really fun year, and now we got a lot of work to do. We got our work cut out for us, but we're ready for it.
Rizzo, looks like the Pirates are going to hang on and win there here this afternoon. So barring a late comeback, you guys will be headed to Pittsburgh. Where do you stand on that? I mean, obviously it'd be more fun to play in Chicago.
Yeah, no doubt. But we're excited to go there. We play well in Pittsburgh. It's a beautiful stadium. Their fans are gonna bring it. They bring it all year, but we know that place is gonna be loud, and we're gonna embrace it. We're gonna have fun with this whole experience, and we'll be ready to go.
I was joking later in the ball game that KB should have asked Joe to hit behind you today so you could get on base for him. But I know knocking in 100 runs is a big deal for anybody, and getting it in the first inning had to feel real good for you.
Yeah, what a situation to come up with. Bases loaded there. Chris had a great at-bat. He had great at-bats all day, but to set that up and put the ball in play and get them in, and it's a good achievement to have, but we have a lot of work to do, and our main goal is still a ways to go.
Hey, one last quick question. We had a shot of you either last night or the night before, and it was during an at-bat. You took a quick look over, and somebody was getting you to laugh in the dugout. That really kind of sums up this season. You guys are intense about it, but you have so much fun here. Why is that? Is it winning first, or is it Joe setting the tone? What?
We have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
We have fun. We play this game as hard as we can, and there's no point in beating yourself up over it. We all do, especially throughout the year. We've all had our highs and lows, but as much as this game can get on, sometimes we all have fun all the time. No matter how good or bad things are going, we're always having a good time.
And it gets even more fun now.
Yeah, we're ready for it. We can't wait.
Thanks, Anthony.
Thank you.
Great year. Keep it rolling.
Great year.
Anthony Rizzo, MVP candidate, as the Cubs beat the Brewers. 3-1 the final. We'll have more in a moment.
Unleash your refreshing citrus kick. Do the do.
Growing older takes a toll on your body. Doctor visits become more frequent, and so did co-payments and deductibles. I have Medicare, but I was starting to worry how I'd be able to pay for it all until I found out about Medicare supplemental insurance. For a low monthly payment, these Medigap plans help cover co-payments, co-insurance, and deductibles. And as long as you're enrolled in Medicare Part A and Part B, you're eligible. Plans are offered by private insurance companies, so finding the right one for you can be difficult. But Choice Policy makes it easy. They compared different rates and benefits and found a plan that best fit my needs and my budget. Now, I can take care of my health without worrying about the costs.
Call Choice Policy today to learn more about how a Medicare supplemental insurance plan can benefit you. Call toll-free 800-235-0692 for a free, no-obligation quote. That's 800-235-0692.
Sheriff's office.
Deputy, come quick. My bathroom is so ugly. It just has to be legal.
Now you just sit tight, ma'am. Help is on the way. Sarah, get me bath fitter. This way, man! Fast, easy, and affordable. Bath fitter can transform your crime scene of a bathroom into one that you'll be proud of for years to come. This case is closed. We nipped it in the bud. Call Bath Fitter today.
Unleash your refreshing citrus kick. Do the do.
Make your yard stand out with the natural beauty of stone from Quint City Stone Center. Let the knowledgeable experts at Quint City Stone help you get started with great ideas and savings for your landscape projects. Come see our new displays and browse one of the largest selections of landscaping products in the Midwest, including decorative chip, pavers, retaining walls, bulk mulch, and more. Service you can count on at Quint City Stone Center, across from the Iowa Machine Shed, Davenport.
That was me, Greg Majeski, over 40 years ago. I won a car when I was just 3 years old, back when a 3-year-old could win a car. I guess winning that car started a lifelong passion for cars and the automobile industry. I've spent over half my life in the car business. Now that I've gotten older, I find I want to use my knowledge to help people make smarter car buying decisions and get more for their money. Quality pre-driven vehicles from local people you can trust. Majeski Motors in Sterling, Illinois.
Presto. Boo at the Zoo returns for a whole weekend of Halloween fun. Saturday the 24th and Sunday the 25th. Dress up the kids and come on out for a merry, not scary trick-or-treat around the zoo. Check out the animals and get goodies along the way. Boo at the Zoo, October 24th and 25th at Niabi Zoo. Sponsored by Eye Surgeons Associates, Sexton Ford, Rural and Rule, Zeglin's TV and Appliance, and WQAD News 8.
Chicago Cubs baseball has been brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Ford, America's best-selling brand, inviting you to go further in our fuel-efficient vehicles. Check out our entire lineup at your Ford store or at localfordstores.com. Subway, make a smart play for savory subs this season. Score more flavor at Subway restaurants. Subway, eat fresh. TrustedChoice.com for all your insurance needs. Honda, start something special with a great deal on a Honda now at your Honda dealer. And by Budweiser, still brewed the hard way. This Bud's for you. So that will wrap up our game coverage. We have more to come, though, on the 10th inning. Final score, Cubs 3, Brewers 1. Cubs baseball in high definition on WGN has been brought to you by Xfinity, your proud home for the most live sports. Stay tuned. The 4th 10th inning show is next.
This Chicago baseball game is locally sponsored by OneCorp.
Buy more, save more this Labor Day at Grand Appliance and TV. Get up to $300 in instant savings on all the hottest brands. Buy one appliance, get $50. Buy two, get $100. Buy three, get $150. Buy four, get $200. Buy five, get $250. Buy six and get $300. Get additional savings on tons of kitchen packages. Plus, Grand's instant $300 savings. Stop by your Grand showroom in Davenport on East 53rd Street. Grand Appliance and TV. You make it home, we make it grand.
Welcome to Pub 1848, where there's 10 beers on tap with rotating crafts, old friends and new friends. A perfect place for a drink before dinner and a great way to end the night after an event at the iWireless Center. Pull up a chair and grab a cold drink. You're at Pub 1848, where a good time is our tradition.
Win a Bryant replacement furnace this fall. Compliments of the Crawford Company. It's a warm-up to winter giveaway. Register to win at crawfordgiveaway.com. Deadline for entry is Thursday, October 8th. Warm up to winter with the Crawford Company.
Back-to-back episodes of Jerry Springer starting at 1 p.m. Weekdays on MyTV 8-3 and Mediacom Channel 716.
Our final 4th 10th inning show of 2015. Cubs 3, Brewers 1 the final. Dan Herron, we don't know. It could be his final major league outing. He gets the win. Jorge Lopez, the rookie, takes the loss. Travis Wood, 4 for 4 in save chances. Cubs finish the year with 97 wins. Highlights to follow.
Mayberry Deputy here. I understand there's a growing problem in the region. Ugly bathrooms, out-of-date and unsafe tubs and showers. Well, let me tell you folks, Bath Fitter will nip it in the bud. They've been doing safe, beautiful tubs and showers for 30 years with a lifetime warranty. And they use a unique one-piece acrylic, easy-to-clean wall system. But with Bath Fitter doing your bath, well, you can spend more time on Myers Lake fishing. Give them a call.
Henry Repeating Arms is a family-owned business. My family has been in the gun business since 1911.
At Henry, we make sure every part of every rifle is made in America.
Like gun barrel quality steel from Ohio, extruded steel and brass castings from Pittsburgh, and the finest American walnut from Missouri.
We take pride in making state-of-the-art rifles that are made right here in the USA.
We machine our own barrels, our own bolts, and deliver an American-made rifle that you would be proud to own.
Order a Henry rifle today and own your own piece of American history.
Pretty good.
Call now for a free Henry catalog and a list of dealers in your area, plus a free decal. Call now.
Every year, thousands of pedestrians are killed and tens of thousands are injured as a result of being hit by a vehicle. If you're a driver, here are some tips that may help you save a pedestrian's life. First, always be on the lookout for pedestrians. If you're driving in low visibility, be extra cautious. Make sure you yield to pedestrians at crosswalks and intersections. Always follow the speed limit and other signs. Finally, stay off your cell phone while driving. Following these tips can help you save pedestrians' lives. Always yield to pedestrians.
The Ford 10th Inning Show is brought to you by Ford, inviting you to visit your local Ford store or localfordstores.com. Cubs a 3-1 winner. They finished the year with an 8-game winning streak. Didn't need much offense here this past week, did they, JD?
No, they did not. Pitching has been superb. All the offense they needed came early with a 3-run first. They hit batter, a couple of walks, 2-run single by Rizzo. This double play ball off the bat of Castro played at run number 3. Dan Herron in the bullpen took care of the rest.
Rizzo going over 100 RBIs for the first time. We'll have a final word and some season highlights after this.
Goods, America's Furniture Showplace, just a short drive away in Kewanee, Illinois. Goods Furniture has a wide selection of furniture for every room in your home at prices to fit every budget. Enjoy a relaxing night in one of our suites, followed by a delicious breakfast. Stroll through the shops at Market Square. Find unique gifts, clothing, wine, and so much more. Take the short drive today to see the Goods difference. Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
I chose Western because it reminded me of home, and for its outstanding forensic chemistry program. My classes and academic experiences give me the knowledge I'll need for my career. The programs at Western teach me to lead and contribute to my community. I know my choice is the beginning of my success story. Think purple, think success, think Western Illinois University.
Presto. Boo at the Zoo returns for a whole weekend of Halloween fun. Saturday the 24th and Sunday the 25th. Dress up the kids and come on out for a merry, not scary trick-or-treat around the zoo. Check out the animals and get goodies along the way. Boo at the Zoo, October 24th and 25th at Niabi Zoo. Sponsored by Eye Surgeons Associates, Sexton Ford, Rural and Rule, Zeglin's TV and Appliance, and WQAD News 8.
Through the clutter of campaign rhetoric, take the candidate quiz at WQAD.com. See which candidate thinks like you.
The Ford 10th Inning Show is brought to you by Ford, inviting you to visit your local Ford store or localfordstores.com. All right, JD, you have the floor. What do you got?
Great year, man. Great fun. Thank you, everybody, letting us come into your living room. Unfortunately, we don't get to do the postseason games. We get to be a baseball fan, get to be a Cub fan, and just watch and enjoy. But yeah, what a great run it has been. We knew it was coming. We knew this team was headed in the right direction. We knew that they were going to be good for the foreseeable future. Nobody saw this coming. Nobody saw this team winning 97 games. If they did, you should buy lottery tickets.
Yep. Well, we want to thank the Cubs employees who run all the videos on the boards at Wrigley Field for putting this great video together, and it'll give you goosebumps. Enjoy.
You look at a group of players like we have here right now, and in my mind's eye, first of all, I know it's going to happen. I know we're going to be very successful with this group of players. And I'm going to talk playoffs, I'm going to talk World Series this year. I promise you, I am. And I'm going to believe it.
Swinging a line drive, Cubs win. Base hit to left. Cubs win the ball game.
Here's Bryant. Is this the one? You bet it is. The first of Chris Bryant's career.
Listen to these Cub fans.
Popped him up. Castro's not going to take a step up. Cubs win. Cubs win. Cubs win. Driven out into right center span. Going after it. He can't get it. Cubs win. Cubs win. Cubs win. Kristen Orfia, the hero tonight.
Bryant to left again. And Bryant has gone deep again. Grand slam.
He strikes out the side in the 9th inning. And Jake Arrieta has thrown his first career no-hitter. Should do it. Baez to Rizzo. Jake Arrieta, a 20-game winner. It'll be the Cubs and the Pirates from PNC Park in Pittsburgh. First pitch 7:08 Central Time. Wednesday night, Cubs win that game. They're off to St. Louis. Thanks again, everybody, for watching all season long here on WGN.
Back-to-back episodes of Cheaters starting at 3 p.m. weekdays on MyTV 8-3 and Mediacom Channel 716.
Today on Weekend Workbench, the Ram Truck Workshop goes mobile as we tackle 2 DIYs in the backyard. First, a gardening project that keeps your flowers lush and green while saving some green.
Because you're conserving water and making your plants live longer and look